Kind of a crazy start today on a Sunday. Hope everybody's feeling good out there. Robbie, I'm gonna need
This
you
is
to
the
get
Pawz
those
1 podcast.
headphones on for me, sir. This is the Pawz 1 podcast.
Technology at its finest.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So easy too. Shout out to Road, sponsor us, you greedy fucks. How's everybody doing today on a Sunday? Hope we're doing lovely. You know what I'm saying? I am, as I'm off, your co-host with the most. We are here today, Sunday. We got a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of conversation going down. Pawz is setting up behind me. I'm gonna move this frame over. You know what I'm saying? Bow.
Let me lower the mic real quick.
Got the man in here right now.
Here we go.
I'm trying to take my fucking mic already. You see?
I mean,
Jesus.
every week, hey, every week I'm gonna get closer until I take that spot.
Damn, this shit's loud.
Talk closer. Okay, bet.
1, 2.
Look at it closely.
Okay.
Look.
All right.
All right.
Boom. Okay. All right. Here we go. Boom.
Take a deep breath.
Boom.
Fuck. All right.
All right, so
That was easy.
now that the host is here, I can get back to breaking up this weed, y'all.
Do what you gotta do. Relájate.
Oh, shit.
All right. So, first of all, shout out to everybody that's tuned in and everybody that made it on time, which was none of us.
That's
But
At all.
Hey, it's all
At
good
all.
though. We got
It happens.
we got somebody special in the house. A couple special guests today.
Damn right.
You want to introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? My name's Utmos. I'm in the house representing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's get his mic. Let's take off the bass because he's got the Theo.
Yo.
All right.
Oh, Theo from the beat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Damn.
So there was some stuff he didn't want us to bring up, so we'll start with that.
Yeah, let's start with that off top. Okay, so,
Let's jump right into that shit.
you know what I'm saying?
So first and foremost, just kind of let them know what it is that you're running, things that you've been into as far as the Battle Monkeys, the Beat Swap Meet, the Shadow Box, and things like that. Run it down to the people real quick.
Yeah, pretty much grew up in the hip hop community out in the IE and the Inland Empire around the Foundation Funk Collective, a big boy crew called the Battle Monkeys, and kind of moved around Southern California over the years through Orange County, LA. So I don't really Southern California is my home. And then, as time went on and the hip hop community started getting into the event throwing process, wanted to see events in my own way because I was going to a bunch of events and they were cool and all that, but I just felt like not all the elements were being involved the right way.
That's right.
So decided to do a Beat Swap Meet where we could kind of involve all the elements in a lifestyle way where we don't have to tell everybody that all the elements are here. You just show up and you get it or you don't get it,
Yep.
That's how Beat Swap Meet kind of launched, and it was a dope thing. Google it. It's too much to explain. It's got a lot of history, a lot of people involved.
I love my guy. Said Google it.
Yeah,
Hey, you do the fucking work.
That's my guy right
Shit.
there, though.
GPS.
Hey, efficient.
What's dope about it is it was an experience. And if anybody was, fortunate enough to go, especially to the ones in Chinatown right here down the street,
Amen.
it's something that people talk about to this day, and it's held in high regard in terms of their memories, hip hop shit, because a lot of cool shit happened there. You turn around, Alchemist is digging right there.
Exactly.
And what was cool too was I felt that gap, that growing gap between the b-boys, the MCs, the DJs, and it's kind of weird because I would go to b-boy functions and they could give a fuck less about MCs. And then vice versa, though. You go to a rap show, and there's, maybe 2 B-boys or whatever. So it was kind of weird that, the elements it's like a family. Everybody had their own fucking little families and branched off, and they don't see each other unless it's funerals or barbecues. And it's got to be something special. So I feel like that's why Beat Swap Meet had the impact it did. Because without trying, it just did naturally happen.
Major facts.
So you're like the grandfather.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The godfather, I should say.
Yo, actually, this is like our Don Cornelius over here.
Oh.
Hey, listen to how he talks, too. He's like, yeah, this is the Beat Swap.
Yeah.
Utmost one.
So what is
Kind of
your
my radio voice,
What is your
yeah, you do.
What's
Hell
your
yeah.
personal highlight? 2. I'll give you 2. If you can't remember one off top.
highlight of Beat Swap Meet?
Yeah.
There's way too many, but ones pop up, top of my head would be when Fat performed Passing Me By. It was just him, but he somehow got the whole room just lit. And,
That's dope.
And it was interesting to be, when during the event of Beat Swap Meet, I was never in one room for too long, so I could only just pop in and out of each room for a few minutes. So those vibes, when I would catch them, sometimes it just felt real magical because I might have just walked out of a different kind of vibe and then just walked in and all of a sudden bad performing my favorite song, one of my favorite songs and shit. And I'm like, damn,
Fuck
that's true.
yeah.
And we're not expecting him to do it. Like,
That's almost like one of those movies where they're like in a dream and they open one door and it's like a jungle and then they close it, they go in
Felt
another
like
room,
that.
they're in space. It's just a different vibe in every little aspect.
Man, that
I got
was
a lot of,
Chinatown. Real talk, man. Like earlier this decade in Chinatown, man, that was
Yeah.
definitely the vibe.
I got a lot of good memories there. I got a couple bad ones though.
oh yeah, for sure.
That
Me
was,
too. Me too.
But
I got a lot of bad ones.
you know, but
Let's talk about those Pawz.
Yeah. So there was
Damn,
there
good
was
times.
there was an older Asian guy that would sit around the corner, closer to the the little plaza side, behind the Grand Star, and he had I don't know what the instrument is, but he would play it or whatever. And I want to say I drank a couple Four Locos. I don't remember what it was. And I turned the corner and like he was playing it. I was like, damn, that's dope. And he had these little sticks.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
And
talking
then
about.
like we just ciphered and I was sitting there and that was dope. But after that I saw like a group of motherfuckers and I didn't like anybody in that group. So I went from like a real great moment where I'm fucking jamming with this old dude
Damn.
to like
Fuck that guy.
fuck this. I'm a fuck. It was weird, but at the same time like that whole day was a roller coaster. Just good vibes, you know, couple bad ones, but it was, you know, mainly just good.
I feel that. Good looking
Overall.
out. It's interesting you say that too because one of the philosophies when we started Beat Swami was I wanted to go out of my way to involve like all the different groups of friends that are in the LA hip hop community, even if they didn't like each other.
Hey.
And even if
Fuck
I
that
didn't like
guy.
them, to be honest, like there was people that I involved.
Because you're
that-
bigger than that.
I guess that.
No, that's
however you
what
wanna
it
look
is.
Yeah,
That-
but
The platform is always bigger than the bullshit.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, it's funny that you say that because I'm sure a lot of people, even myself, like sometimes those people that I would invite to the event that I'm not too fond of, but I know that they have a role in the community.
Yep.
You know, like it wasn't pleasant running into them, but you know, it's a part of.
But they
how you do it,
contribute.
you know?
And I just want to tell you right now, I appreciate all those invites.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
of course. Dog, you know?
One time I showed up and I started seeing these signs everywhere where it said, keep Beat Swap Meet peaceful. Keep Beat Swap Meet for the kids. And I'm like, fuck, did I inspire that sign? What do I not remember from all these Four Locos? Like, what happened?
Well, off the first one, let's start.
So that was really dope. What's going on with the shadow box, with the gallery?
Shadowbox. So yeah, we got a little gallery that we actually opened during Beat Swap Meets, and it was in the Chinatown Plaza. We called it Shadowbox Gallery, and it was pretty much inside the structure of the event, and we would kind of host little art shows during Beat Swap Meet in there. And then when Beat Swap Meet stopped happening in Chinatown, we kept the gallery going, and we were pretty much showcasing people that are within our network of artists, you know. And then and that's pretty much how the gallery has lived on to this day. We're just working with our friends, people that we're down with, and
I know there was somebody that you had. I went to the house and it was somebody that came and you guys were the first ones to showcase him in LA. And immediately after that, they ended up doing like album covers for like, I forgot who it was, somebody that's killing it right now. The artist, I want to say he's from Detroit. I don't
oh,
remember.
you're talking about Sheefy McFly.
There you go.
Yeah, he's sick. Yeah,
so
real dope artist.
Yeah, I remember checking his shit out at the house, and you were telling me like, yeah, you know, we brought him out, and then a little bit of time passed. I went back to your house, and then it was like, yo, this dude just did this for this person,
Oh,
and
yeah,
people were
for
calling
sure.
him for this, and it's dope to have that experience where you're given opportunities to cast from all over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real quick shout out to the homie Marciano, which was actually the person that curated that art show. So he flew him out actually, and we were the home base for it. So I don't want to take too much credit for
Hey,
that.
take
But
all
yeah,
the credit.
he's dope.
Take it.
He's real dope. Yeah, keep your eye out for Sheefy McFly. He's only
Yeah, he's
going
Take the credit, never
he's only
have
going
to
up.
run.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
So let's get into the b-boy stuff though.
oh yeah.
Well, let's get into your early rap career. Let's talk about that.
Oh, man.
Don't-
Yo, hold on.
He thought I was
Play
gonna
the
pull
tape.
that one up.
Yeah.
Play the tape. No.
Adelante
Do
con las
it.
imágenes.
No, I had a like a 1 month a rap career. I'm not gonna front.
Hell
And how
yeah.
did so what was it that where you're like, yeah, I could fucking do that? That's pretty easy. It looks cool.
Do what?
The rap shit. Where you're like, you know what? I could do that.
I can say better shit than these guys.
You know, it wasn't really that. It was just like, you know, growing up in the Inland Empire and the IE is like, it's a desert in all kinds of ways. So when you get into hip hop out there, it's harder to discover what element you want right away.
Gotcha.
So like
yeah.
a lot of cats that are like far from the influence, they'll dabble in a lot of the elements, you know what I mean? So I rap more as a hobby, and then shout out to DJ Abel. He invited me to rap on
Abel,
the
what
freestyle
up?
session mixtape. So that was
Table
my one.
bag.
That was my one little career of rap doing the freestyle session Japan mixtape. You can catch
Okay.
me on that.
Freestyle session
you
Japan
yo,
shit,
he plugged it too.
You
like,
know
yo,
what I
you
mean?
catch me on that.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like 18
On all
years
streaming
old.
platforms.
He might resurface. He might resurface. You never know.
It's older than some of you guys.
So
but it's cool.
Damn.
what was it what was the moment where you're like, all right, fuck, this ain't for me anymore? I feel like every rapper has those moments, and then
People do, but I'm not the retirement
True.
type. Like, I just kind of had fun doing everything, and if one plant grew quicker than the other, then I'd keep watering that plant. If the other one grew, and then
So what about the b-boy stuff? When was that? Like, yo, I got the I could do this. That's the
well-
one thing I never tried personally.
yeah.
B-boy?
Nah, never.
Damn.
Not even
Word.
Well, I got
once.
one
The
of those.
worm, I guess.
Today's your
I
first
used to
day.
pop
Let's
lock.
do it.
Do it.
I used to
Do
pop
it.
lock. So
Oh, there it is. With the Mickey Mouse gloves?
with the Mickey Mouse gloves.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh man.
Goof troop.
Who showed you that picture?
Pull that up. Pull it up. Bro. Pull it up. So
Oh, man.
Not pretty much like, the story sounds a little cliche, but yeah, my older brother was a b-boy. He pretty much put me on, and I couldn't, I was around it all the time, so I just got involved. And then when I got older, it just was kind of stuck in me. And
Nice.
Bro, real life is never cliche, man. That's a dope story.
yeah, no, it is.
Word.
That's dope.
Appreciate
So
Yeah.
at what point did you get better than your brother? Where he was like, yo, this motherfucker.
When he just stopped, he stopped. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, yeah, he and during his generation, it was real. Like, I mean, I could be wrong, but I felt like during his generation, it was intimidating to follow your path of like hip hop dreams. And then my
yeah.
generation got a little bit clearer, and then like this new generation is like they're like fuck everything in the world. I'm gonna
TikTok
go
all
rap
that
when I'm
shit.
sick,
TikTok,
you know
here
what
I
I mean?
come, baby. Yeah, facts,
Yeah.
facts, yeah.
YouTube channels and shit.
Exactly.
Even though they ain't paying nobody shit, but hey, that's a whole other episode.
So,
Yep.
so with that, going from the b-boy stuff, from the rap stuff, and trying to find the element, what about graph? Did you ever?
Yeah, I did mess with graffiti a little bit, but it was more of just having fun. I would tag along with some of the
Catch a
crews in
spot.
Riverside. Yeah, there's a crew out called 3D when I was young, and I would tag along with them into some of the abandoned warehouses, and they'd let me use their extra cans. and I-
Glorious.
Yeah, exactly.
Glorious.
I picked up the cans that are left there that people didn't finish, and just
Hell
I think
yeah.
that was kind of how I started too, where it was like tagging along and using whatever's left, writing your little bullshit. You know what I mean? And
I was tripping out on the abandoned
What's
buildings
good?
kind of thing. I was
Good?
just like, whoa, this looks crazy.
it's like a fucking Disneyland for this shit. But yeah, so with
I got my doppelganger over here now. Now, whenever I'm not here, you're gonna see Mondo sitting in place now that he wears the
Damn,
bucket
there,
hats.
There he is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna slide him in
it was bound to happen,
and
bro.
just say "nah mean" like 10 times in a row. All right? It's all good.
Look at him.
It happens.
It happens,
What you
baby.
gonna do?
But yeah, with the b-boy stuff,
Yep.
taking it from
All right, yo, we passed the
Take-
blunt live, y'all.
taking it from where, you're doing it, you're practicing and shit, and then you kind of feel like, all right, I think I got these moves down. I want to take it and showcase it in front of some other cats and get feedback. Do you remember what that experience was like, going from, all right, you know what? I practiced this one. I think I got that down, and then I could go into this,
I think Mondo's
transition
the
into
only one
that.
gonna hit it in the studio, so.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad. Bring it back.
I'm saying, when was it when you felt like, all right, I'm comfortable enough,
Oh, okay,
and confident enough to
You know, I
take it
never
from
felt like
practice?
that.
Really?
No, I just like.
But
I
shit,
was-
you've been around the
Word?
world with it though, right?
have been, but it was more about just if I'm at the party and the vibe is right and I can
That's
add something
right.
to the cipher, then that would be the fun in it. But I wasn't too premeditated with it. A lot of my homies were though.
That's it's crazy.
Well,
to hear.
that's talent over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy to hear because I think a lot of dudes are kind of set up to be like, all right, ready, set, go. This is what I'm doing it for. But if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it.
Yeah, because I learned quick that like if you could operate like that, but you might go to a party and then like just like the DJ, you want to like drop your dope move, but what if someone just did it?
Oh
You know what I mean? Or what if multiple people keep doing it? You're just like, oh shit, that move that I thought was dope is actually played out. I ain't rocking that shit tonight. Like.
And when style is everything, I mean, shit. Back
Exactly.
then, when being the dopest with the dopest move at the dopest moment, come on, man. Yeah, nah, I hear that. I hear that.
So, was there ever a time where you did pull out a move, and then somebody else probably had it in their bag and was like, I could probably pull that off a lot better, and it became competitive where it's like, all right, let's see how far it could take it. Let's see
Move versus
how
move.
deep the repertoire is.
It did. It was like that in the beginning, but like I learned quick that like you really just got because of that you got to create your own moves that are like that are just accented your own way. It could look like a regular move, but if you accent it your own way, then you could rock it at the cipher and people are still gonna trip.
Yep.
It might start in a traditional way, but it's the direction you take it
Exactly,
in. I think that's a big one with hip hop overall, the MCing part, because that's and the graph shit and everything. It's like you start off kind of imitating, tracing whatever, but where are you gonna take it? And I think some people make a career out of being great counterfeiters. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And
100%.
and it's an
Damn.
art. It's an art in itself. It's an art in itself. It is. You got to.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So with that, it was, you know, it was dope to always see something where it was like, oh, he ended it like that, or his letter, like he flared it this way, or
Yep.
like, oh, that's a dope twist. And then if somebody, you know, took that and ran with it, and you saw it all over the city, or you heard it everywhere, it became something where it was like, fuck, he's just kind of doing that. And then when the corporations came and, you know, big money came, and they're like, well, we don't know shit about that. I got a funny story being on a movie set. The homie Default,
Yeah.
happy late birthday Default.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, you goon.
Yeah,
You
so
goon.
I like that
Why
guy.
you call him a goon?
Just to kind of give you an example,
goon,
he was
bro.
like,
He's a
"Yo,
goon.
one of
He's
my
a cool goon.
one of my buddies is a casting director, and
nice.
they're doing a little hip hop movie.
Nice.
Do you want to be extras?" And I'm like, "Well, what does it pay?" And I knew it was a real hip hop situation because he said
Not a damn
experience.
thing.
He said experience
For the culture.
for the culture, for the
Damn.
love. And I
Damn.
was like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Damn.
So we go, we're in there, and I dressed because the scene was a hip hop show. I
Okay.
guess the kid in the movie was becoming a rapper or whatever. So I went like I would normally dress to a show. I had a camo jacket, this, that, whatever. And show up, and we're there, and it's, you know, it's kind of weird. It's awkward. You don't know a lot of people, whatever. Anyway, so this lady comes up, and she's just working the whole room, and then she's just eyeballing me the whole time. And she comes, she's like, "Oh, I really like your coat." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." You know, like,
Nice.
I didn't know who she was, so I'm like, "Oh, thanks." You know, she's kind of cute, whatever.
Yeah.
I
So
like your coat.
I like your
she
coat.
goes off and does some other shit, comes right back. She's like, "I really like your coat."
Damn.
And I was like, "Oh, cool. You know, you already said that, but yeah." So she goes,
I like your jacket.
She's like, can I see it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, all right, well, here. I took it off. She goes, "I want to see if it fits the actor."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, fuck. Good thing I had my the good."
I heard of that happening. I heard of that happening.
Yo, she took the jacket, put it on homeboy in the back somewhere. I guess he couldn't pull it off, or you know, I don't fucking know. It didn't fit, whatever. He brought it back. But luckily, underneath, I had my Everyone Raps Now shirt.
All right.
Because I'm like,
Okay.
fuck that. If I'm not getting paid for this shit, I'm gonna plug my own shit.
Yeah,
which
fuck
is
it.
what I
Why
did.
not?
But for her to come and say, "We want this shit to be authentic as possible, but let me take your coat." Right? So you're like, damn, you didn't do no fucking research. You haven't gone to a hip hop show. So it was kind of weird. And to see how they take stuff and literally take the coat off your back to make their shit look a little more legitimate or sound
Yeah.
a little more
But it
legitimate.
doesn't work.
At all.
Sometimes it
And it
doesn't
doesn't work.
translate, most of the times.
Can we know the name of the?
I haven't even looked for it, to be honest.
Damn.
I haven't. So it was probably some small bootleg movie. I don't know. I didn't really care. They didn't even have fucking catering, bro.
Oh, that's fucked up. Not even
No
like,
Not a
fucking
sandwich. I
catering?
didn't even
not
get a
even
fucking
Subway
sandwich, bro.
sandwiches.
Bro, not even a
like
dozen
water?
donuts, fam? From the come on,
What
man.
the fuck?
So with
a
all the-
pitcher of water, anything?
So with all the things that
I'm
you
just
do,
saying.
have you ever been approached by somebody who's like, "Hey, look, I work for this branch of Coca-Cola, yada yada yada." Has has the devil ever approached you and said, "Hey, are you willing to sell out this little hip hop thing you got going on?"
Damn.
Yeah, for sure. We had a few people. Definitely, off the top of my head, the one that always comes to mind is Red Bull. Wanted to sponsor like the B-boy battle area or get involved in
Nice.
B-boy battle. Wanted to brand our floor at Beats on Me pretty much, and then the conversation came up about energy drinks and how it would like affect the heart rate if you're breaking and exerting your energy. And
Shit.
then we realized that
Damn.
it didn't match up. So we had to let that one slide. You know what I mean?
And that's because you give a fuck about people, right? 'Cause-
Definitely. Yeah,
Hey, but
definitely.
that's lit though that you guys even considered the physical aspect of it. Like, hold on, is this putting pressure on these athletes?
Yeah, it was already
Dope.
it was kind of a conversation in the b-boy community already, so it wasn't like a brand new thought. It was just something that like finally it hit me, and it was like, oh shit, I got to give this thought now. I got to give it my own thought, and there's no way around
Yeah.
saying that it's
But
you know.
but to have somebody like a big name like Monster come at you and ask you, hey, we want to be part of this. How did you take it? How do you feel in that aspect?
I thought that was dope. I thought that was real dope. Yeah. I felt honored because I know that they're reaching out to events that they feel like are affecting the community in a way that
Yeah.
they need to be a part of. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it felt like to get Monster. Not everybody just gets Monster. Be like, hey, we want to do some shit with you.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
You know. So, but that's props to you, man.
Oh, I
for-
appreciate that. Thank you.
to create a buzz to where somebody like that who's doing major shit and sees, you know, the b-boy floor and like, yo, we want in, you know. But like I said, you give a fuck enough to be like, hey, you know what? I don't want somebody to have a fucking heart attack or a stroke out here while they're fucking doing their thing. You know what's funny about that is like when you see the commercials, the early Red Bull commercials, motherfuckers are jumping out of airplanes and shit like that. And I never thought about that. Like, yo, your heart will fucking explode if you're chugging
Man,
these.
you-
If
I mean,
you're
I
chugging
drank on
these
If you
myself.
were just
you know?
sitting in the plane, your shit could have popped that high.
Yo,
Fuck.
Dude, but trip on this.
Yeah, the pressure.
Trip
Yeah,
on this. I can't
yeah,
put names
definitely,
out there.
definitely.
I can't put names out there, but a few B-boys that I know that are like heavy sponsored by Red Bulls, like heavy sponsored by Red Bull. I've caught them, or not caught them, but talked to them where they're holding a Red Bull can and they'll be straight up. They'll be like, "Dog, there's water in there."
Facts.
They're like, when we're drinking it, it's water, homie.
Yeah,
like,
Product placement,
yeah,
baby.
exactly. you know what I
Product
mean? So-
placement. That's
so-
all it is.
That's
That's
it.
all it
Yes.
is.
They're
Oh
right.
shit! What
that's
up, Becs?
And like I said though, Red Bull, tap in by all means.
Yeah, we're chilling right here. There are no heart rate effects right here.
yeah. My heart rate's already elevated, baby. Let's go.
Yo,
We're trying to wake back up.
Yeah,
I need a
Blind,
shot.
you know?
I can take a shot.
I had an energy drink sponsor at one time. I had like it started. It was called Spider Energy. It's in 7-Eleven too. So when they started, like it was a weird kind of how I got linked up with them. But I ended up getting a product. So they're like, I was trying to get a little bit of money out of them, shoot a music video, shit like that. So they ended up, saying, hey, look, we don't got that kind of bread yet, but we will give you 84 cases. No, I'm exaggerating.
Yo, come on. Are you still hold the fuck up? 84 fucking cases?
I'm fucking
Like, let me
around.
get 4. Don't
Stand on them shits. Hey, you know what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
get a
Yo, it's a literal Spider Energy stage,
Damn.
bro. So
Wow.
No, it started off like they shot me
Stante.
2 cases.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. And then I was really ultimately trying to get a little bit of bread to do something bigger.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, can I turn that into this? And they're like, well, we just got product, but we'll give you all the product you want. So at one time, half my fucking garage was energy drinks.
Yo, hit Venice with like a
Yo,
little
and
cooler, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And like, hey,
I wish I would have exploited it like that.
I wish any of us.
But my
No.
whole neighborhood was cutting grass, trimming trees, washing cars. You
Damn.
fucking neighbors.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
2 in the morning.
Yeah, the neighbors like, yo, just
Grind
wash
shit.
my fucking car. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So,
Fuck it, why
but
not?
it didn't turn into anything big. But they did end up. I think I got out of jail and I went 7-Eleven going to get a fucking drink. Boom, and I'm like, oh shit, they're in here. Like, congrats, that's dope.
Yup.
So if you're listening, I want to pick up where we left off.
Hell yeah,
I miss
that's
you
what's
guys.
up. And by the way, real
Spider.
quick, let's give it up right here. Beats by Tuna Beats. Tuna Beats. Look, check that out, y'all.
yeah.
We coming a long way, y'all. We actually got some graphics up on this goddamn TV now.
feeling that.
Yeah, right? For
Shouts to
sure.
our technical department. Tuna
Yeah.
Beats,
Man.
shouts to you. Tapping in.
Yo,
94
shout out,
West Music.
Yeah.
shout out,
Tuning
Lone.
in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Watching.
Shout out Lone, man, for running our shit
Yeah.
over there on the
Yeah,
side,
Lone.
man. He
Shout
also
out.
chimes in here from time to time and rolls cigarettes.
Let's see.
Barlow's.
Hold on. Let's see.
Adam.
If there's raps on it, I
Yeah.
can't play it.
Yeah, we can't play that shit. Who the fuck was that?
Oh.
Yo,
Oh,
Tuna,
shit.
Tuna,
Oh.
my man. And let me say this for
Damn.
anybody else who submits. You submit a rapper. You try to sneak in a fucking rapper, we're
Shut
gonna diss him just on GP.
Down.
Damn.
Yeah,
Off
we,
top.
We could play
Off
somebody
fucking
else's
top.
shit. Let's jump into who was it?
This is
It's play, listen, enjoy,
Yeah,
or Migs. If you got Migs loaded up.
yeah, but fuck all that.
So you were talking about the vibe of it. So what are you listening to right now, currently?
Just music-wise?
Yeah, music in general. Don't gotta be hip hop.
Right now.
And I've been to your house, remember? So I'll call
Yeah.
you out. If you
No,
want.
no, the record player right now. Like, this week, I'm listening
he said, I'll call you out.
On one podcast, y'all, we don't give a fuck.
This week I'm listening to Adrian Young was on the record player. Kid Abstract, I think he's from San Pedro somewhere.
I've heard that.
Okay.
name.
He's
Okay.
on the record player. KMD's on the record player.
KM, that's what the fuck I'm
Who else
talking
is on the
about.
record player this week? Damn, some
And you
fire, I
notice
forgot.
record player. I like
Yeah.
that.
So
Oh, for sure.
that was
definitely.
a big one too. Like I remember, and I got to say this now. I don't think we ever discussed it, but at one time I was like, damn, fuck, man, Robbie got me with this one. So I was down with the beat swap meet for the longest, and then people were getting on stage, and I'm like, what about me? What about me? Right? Typical rapper shit. So what it was I didn't have wax.
Okay.
I didn't have vinyl, but I didn't know that. I
Word.
think you had told Breeze, and Breeze told me. So I was like, well, fuck, I worked on my first album, and then I got it on vinyl. But I was mad, though. I was mad. The smear campaign was ready to launch, bro. I was ready. I was.
You know it's all about the wax.
But the appreciation for having vinyl played at the show where it's strictly wax, like, to adhere to that. The one time, this was the one thing where I was like, what the fuck? He just did it though. I'm not gonna say his name or whatever, but I saw a dude who was on a prominent label or whatever show up, and he plugged in his fucking phone. But you weren't in the room. Because I know you probably
that. I don't remember who this was, but I would hear about stories like that. And
Damn.
to this day it gets me like
it's whack in my opinion.
he plugged it in and it was a horrible set, and I was like, damn,
That's
it was
even worse.
It was a
Damn.
bad set. He just rocked it off his phone, real nonchalant, didn't really give a fuck, skip this, skip that, blah, blah, blah.
All right, let's go to the
Young
hits.
trash.
Let's
And
go to
I
the
was
hits.
like, damn.
Yeah,
And
young
this,
Get a fire
is, this is
emojis.
somebody that's worked with Dilla and some real prominent heads in the game. So I was like, that's kind of shitty that you treat the audience like that too. You know what I mean? That was pretty whack. So have you ever went and had to shut somebody down at Beat Swap Meet?
I haven't personally.
But you sent the wolves out.
I didn't send them, but
Damn.
DJ,
The henchman.
I
The
gotta shout him
henchman.
out. DJ 671.
Hey.
He takes that upon himself, and he's very serious about it.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I've seen him literally tell some really dope DJs that showed up with Serato, like, yo, dog, you came to the wrong party with it.
Hell yeah.
Just take that right
Hell
back.
yeah.
Take that right
Turn
back to the
around.
car, bro.
You know
Take
the
that.
funny shit
Get your
too?
ass back home, you fucking nerd. Like,
You see old clips of Beat Swap Meet on
You
YouTube.
button pusher.
You'll literally see this dude, DJ 671. You'll see him regulating on some people that are it's on YouTube videos. It's hilarious, dog. But yeah, he was about it.
He's on it.
Yeah,
He was
so,
stage
yep,
managing and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he was running around everywhere. That dude, yep.
Yeah.
DJ 671. Shout him
I
out.
remember.
Yep,
I think I
shout out.
showed up late or something like that, and he was texting me the entire fucking time I was on my way. Yeah, so shout out to him because he's definitely on his job.
Definitely.
Yeah, let him.
So right now, what do you miss most? Doing the Beat Swap Meet, the art shows, throwing shows, going to shows. Like, I hate to put you on a spot like that,
Damn.
but because somebody brought that up to me the other day, and I didn't really know how to explain it because something about just being in a room full of people that are vibing out, enjoying the same moments as you. You know what I'm saying? The different perspective. Like at an art show, for example, somebody goes in and they walk up to a piece, but it's not the piece you went to first.
Yep. Totally.
Shit like that. Like, what if you could go to one of those Beat Swap Meet, Shadow Box, a hip hop show? Who would you want to see right now? Matter of fact, let me take it away from that because I'm talking to somebody now who wants to do a show that's basically like a drive-in movie, where you park your car, there's a stage at the end, and people perform and shit like that. You sit in your car, people bring you beer and food. And I'm hoping it's a great experience. I've never seen a live show like that, but if you were to go to a live show like that, who would you want to see up there?
Damn.
Man, that's a good one. Damn.
Like, who would really, like, pierce through the windshield and give you that experience where you're like, you're pretty much at a fucking drive-in watching a movie. Like, is it like a Big Daddy Kane, a KRS? Is like, what show have you been to where the performer just kind of like, you were just fucking sucked in? Like, it was
If
like,
it was a full group Living Legend show,
oh, okay.
like a full group
Yeah.
show, something like that I would love to see, or like a full group Wu-Tang show,
Yeah.
something like that.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang I've seen a bunch of times.
damn right.
So, but Living Legends, I only seen them a handful, like few times, and one was like a really, really, really good show. If I could like relive those shows, but in a driving experience, I'd do that.
Damn.
Right.
I'd say like Boot Camp Clicks 25th would be dope.
And they were supposed to come out, what, last year? I think I was hearing they were trying to get a show booked out here right before it hit.
Yeah,
And,
because their 10th anniversary was at the Knitting Factory, and that shit is like legendary on top of legendary with a side of legendary,
yeah,
bro.
Damn.
I
Bro,
would, I would imagine. Yeah.
Legendary.
Tech jumped on Sean P's shit, like Sean P's doing monkey bars for the first time I had ever heard it, and he's rapping that shit, and Tech jumps on his back, and P's still rapping like a fly jumped on his fucking back. You know what I mean? And,
And he
if
kept
you've
it
seen
flowing.
Tech or you've met Tech, which I know your ass has, bro, he a big ass
Yeah, he
dude,
didn't-
yo. Like
Sean-
what the fuck?
Sean didn't skip a beat though, right?
Oh, bro, that fool's an animal.
Damn.
And that was
Knitting Factory
monkey
still
bars.
around?
That was like
That-
monkey bars time.
What's that?
Is Knitting Factory still around?
Nah,
No, right?
they
It's
sold that
been a
shit years
while.
ago,
That's a
bro.
C-
You're
It's
talking about the
next-
one in Hollywood, right?
Yeah, then now it's
Man.
Madame Tussauds and some other shit.
Yeah, that venue was dope, dog. That
Bro.
stage was intimate as fuck.
Yeah,
So
Knitting
many
Factory.
people.
Yeah.
I saw their first show in LA there, bro. Like Jedi Minds, Immortal Techniques, fucking lot of dope shows, man. A lot of dope
Yeah, I
shows.
remember the street teams were out killing it with the flyers, and at the
remember
bottom was
that.
always the dopest shows were always the Knitting Factory. The
Yep.
Knitting Factory.
Facts. Or that one place in Malibu. You remember that shit? KRS would always perform out there.
I never made it to that, but I
Me
did see a
neither. But
flyer.
that
I
shit
did see
had
a
like
flyer.
I'd see flyers. I'd be like, whoa, what?
That's
Malibu.
fucking far.
It was.
though, dog.
I saw Atmosphere or some shit was on one of those flyers, and I was like, man, that would have been a dope show.
I wonder
back then.
who that promoter was. Speaking of which,
True.
You know,
Yo.
you've been in the game on all different, levels, from the fans' perspective, like we just said, but also organizing, making sure shit happens right. What are some of the things that you've seen happen where you're like, yo, you're going to fuck it up for the rest of us? Where promoters are just kind of just,
Oh, dog. I'll talk about myself. I'll put myself on blast.
oh,
Hey.
When I first threw a show
good
back
man.
in, like,
He's like, yo, all right, I'm okay. All right,
Yeah,
I did
yeah, I
that.
like that.
I
I
fucked
like
up
that.
like crazy back in the day. I threw my first like show where I was booking performers because I was throwing b-boy events where it was just b-boys, so that was cool. But then I tried throwing a show. It was a tribute show for one of the homies who passed away.
Okay.
And I pretty much booked like 20 performers.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't even think about
Time
time
slots.
schedule. Exactly. I
Yo,
didn't-
you guys got to figure this out.
Exactly.
It's all right, bro. I feel
Exactly.
it. I feel it.
And I gotta shout out. I
Damn.
gotta shout out the fucking hero that came through that night because I was young. I was like 17 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And DJ Gabriel was in college at
Oh,
that time.
shit, yeah.
And he was one of the DJs. And he
Nice.
just saw this shit falling apart.
And he saved it.
Damn.
And he saved it.
Oh,
dog.
shit.
He,
Damn.
he
Shout
saved
out
it
to
as much as he
Gabriel.
could. Yeah, he saved it as much as he could.
Flip a coin.
and-
Let's see who's going up next.
Yo, and I could tell you on the artist side of it, and you show up to a total clusterfuck like that, like I want somebody's head, bro. Like
Exactly,
who the
dog,
fuck,
exactly.
where the fuck, and like you realize like, yo, the host is stage managing, and he's supposed to perform, and he's parking cars, and he's hanging
he's
coats,
parking
and you're
fucking
like,
cars.
shit,
Damn.
poor fucking guy.
Passing
So-
out drinks,
Exactly.
bringing water.
And there's some soldiers out there,
Yeah.
man. There's a
Yeah.
very little small group, and we know all of them. You know all of them too, man. That y'all go out there and do it. Like
Yeah,
for
for-
real,
for the
man. Like
greater
shouts
good.
out.
Shout outs to him.
Everybody in this fucking city has a platform, basically, or has a career or something, because a lot of that came from
the
y'all.
sacrifice that was put in.
I still see Beat Swap Me shit put out there. Oh
Yep.
shit, we got wind chimes now.
Oh, shit, that is
Lone,
my
did you
bad,
do that?
dog.
Some
The angels
magical
are coming
moment.
in.
No, I like
I heard
that,
that earlier.
shit.
I was like, who the fuck?
Whenever we hit a certain topic, you hear the wind chimes and shit. You know?
Fucking
I
magic.
got
The
that
more
ring.
you know.
I got that ring
Oh,
camera at the crib.
shit.
So don't be trying to sneak up. No.
Yo, the
Damn.
porch pirates trying to take my shit.
The porch pirates.
Yo, so, but what about somebody outside of yourself? And you don't got to throw them under the bus. The thing is we never mention names on the show. That shit is, it's more about the moral of the story. It's the parable.
Call him that
itself.
guy.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
There's always that.
Like a
fucking
promoter
guy.
fuck up?
A
Yeah.
promoter fuck up where you're like, yo, you did that, bro? Like, that's going to cost us all bread. Or that's going to all make us look whack. Something you've seen.
Well, I've been in a lot of situations like that, but I just got to be clear that whenever I am, I always make sure my bread's right, even if the situation's fucked up.
That's right.
So
Make
I
that.
have been around promoters, and yeah, pretty much like a recent one is like one of the homies, and he's the homie too, but he like invested a gang of money in an event, got a lot of people on board, like booked artists, got stages, and then pretty much, but the whole event was like an illegal hidden event. You know what I mean? Like in the
you know
desert.
what? I don't
Like
know.
a speakeasy.
I'm not
Not
against
really a speakeasy because he was telling a lot of people.
I'm not against that.
Or-
I wasn't
Honestly,
against
like-
it either, so I was on
Damn.
board. I helped out. I did my part,
Yeah.
but the event just got shut down within the first few hours, and he ended up not paying a lot of people. I mean, everything worked out
Oh,
myself.
that part, yeah. That's
Exactly.
That,
So,
Damn.
so those
All right.
situations happen a lot, and I'm proud to say that every event I throw, I don't know anybody, Brett. I never committed to any money that like I didn't pay anybody. If I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever put myself in that situation.
Yeah, you
so
never
I-
bring your bridges.
Exactly, and never burn
Yeah.
your bridges. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the common mistake that I see people do is they'll put themselves deep into the budget and not realize how hard it is to climb out of that.
And those guys, like, it's
Damn,
weird
that's
because
crazy,
they'll
though.
they'll disappear for a couple years, reinvent themselves, have a new promotional name, and then show up and fuck a whole nother group of people.
100.
Damn.
And
Big
like,
facts,
what's crazy is
man.
That's some
those
fucked
people
up
never,
shit.
they never get chased out with torches and pitchforks. Like, I don't know why the game doesn't just run them out. I got a funny story about something like that. It's a 2 Chainz story. So my buddy in Texas was telling me he saw a flyer that 2 Chainz was performing in his city.
Word.
And he's in a tiny, tiny city in like South Texas, practically fucking Mexico.
Damn.
And he's like, yo, fucking 2 Chainz don't even piss in this direction. Like, why the fuck would he be here?
Yeah.
So turns out he's performing at some Mexican restaurant, which makes it even more suspect.
Yeah.
So these dudes start hitting up my boy, and they're like, yo, I got tickets. And that's the, name of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're out there, they're being pimped, and they're slanging these tickets or whatever. The
Hey,
homie goes, yo, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to show up just to see, like, how did they pull this off?
Word.
He shows up, first group, they're throwing out Jordans,
What the
right?
fuck?
They're throwing out cash, like, because they want to
Yeah.
fall into that lane.
Yeah.
So they're doing that, and he's waiting. First act, second act, third act, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Damn.
Finally, the DJ comes out,
Damn.
brings a cardboard cutout
No
of 2
fucking,
Chains
Oh hell.
places
no.
it in front of his DJ booth.
no fucking
Right.
way.
7th act, 8th act, 9th act, 10th act. All right,
Yeah.
everybody's exhausted, ready for fucking 2 Chains, right?
No, bro.
He starts playing shit.
No, bro.
So my boy stuck around, and he's not a 2 Chains fan, but he stuck around, and he's waiting, and then he's playing his hits, and he's another hit and another one, and he's like, this fucking guy's not coming out. You know why? Because he's not fucking here.
Oh my god.
Turns out the dude wasn't even in the same fucking state.
Damn.
Wow.
So this promoter got all these kids. He got all these young dudes. I don't know how young they were, but he got all these rap dudes, and he probably made off with like, I don't know, 20 G's maybe.
Was he an MMA fighter or some shit? Like,
Yo,
Yeah, what
I
the
asked.
fuck?
I was like, yo, like, did they hang him up to dry or whatever? And they're like, no, because he didn't even show up to the building. Oh, he had the
The
DJ.
promoter didn't show up to the building?
No, he had the DJ collect
Bars.
the bread. He had
What a
the
dick.
DJ. He had the DJ collect the bread because it's like, I don't think they
Well,
really.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
well,
some
you know what?
fucked
I
up
don't know.
shit.
I don't think 2 Chains will do this. I don't know, but I've heard that there's pop artists out there that have a contract where you can book them, then they're not gonna show up.
damn.
Like the promoter knows it, the artist knows it, the crowd don't know it.
That sucks.
shit face.
Yeah, real spit.
Or the
yeah.
walkthroughs.
I could see that
Yeah.
though. Because I mean, come on, how can you prioritize a
It's
hot
like-
product's time and be like, okay, we're gonna send your ass to butt fuck when we could have you on standby for New York?
Yeah.
Yep. It's like those big rappers doing fake features. You heard that shit going
No,
on?
Yeah.
sir.
What?
Educate me, please.
Please.
I heard there's supposedly like
Telling people.
big rappers doing fake features. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what
I
I've
did
heard.
hear a story.
What the
I did hear.
fuck?
Yo, I did hear this story.
I hope so.
I don't know.
I'm
if
gonna
it-
say that.
I don't know if it can be corroborated. I heard a story where at a certain time Snoop would go smoke, drink, go in the booth, throw a beat on, and just freestyle, just random gibberish, S&W-L-P, and do that. And somebody would hit him up for a fucking feature. He'd have his engineer snip, 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 Frankenstein a verse together from his freestyles, and
Oh, that's kind of fire.
so, yo, bro, that's
Robbie,
efficient. That's
Robbie, my
efficiency.
man. Come on.
Damn.
Fuck.
It's, yo,
Damn.
that's sheer efficiency. I'm not mad at Snoop. I'm not mad at Snoop at all,
Fucking
bro.
yo.
Okay.
And
Yo.
you don't get any paid.
Hey, you got what you paid for,
You
bro.
know what's
And
funny?
still getting paid.
I heard a good story from a mutual friend of ours, an engineer.
Damn.
He told me he had Corrupt in the booth, right? And he was like, Corrupt laid some shit down. And, he laid some shit down that some of it sounded pocket, some of it didn't, whatever. So this dude took it upon himself to go edit the parts that were in pocket and whatnot. And then he tells Corrupt, all right, man, ready to get you back in there. And he hears that shit. Corrupt's like, what the fuck did you just do to my fucking verse?
Oh, shit.
And dude had that moment where he was like, right? And then
Shit.
Corrupt tells him, nah, check it out, man. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, you supposed to do what I tell you. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
Raise your hand if you got platinum records.
yeah, no, like straight up. He was like, look, I know what I'm doing with the verse. I know how I'm gonna make that work. I was gonna tell you what to do, man. Like, don't do that again.
Damn.
Big damn.
That's, yo.
Big.
But big lesson.
Damn.
Hey.
Lesson
You know,
learned.
sometimes you gotta realize you gotta know when to pump the brakes.
I mean, but him
spit,
being,
yeah.
but I think I know who you're talking about. And any engineer that's skilled like that and has a good ear is like, okay, all right, cool. So they're just a little bit ahead of the game, but I think he kind of wanted to be, kind of flex a bit and be like, yo, I'm no.
I feel like that's exactly what that was as well. But at the same time, you know what it does teach you? Is that sometimes you overthink what you're doing for somebody when it can actually be very like basic.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
sure.
But regard will change perception, will make you act.
Yeah. And,
You know?
sometimes it's hard to
By the way, my man Robbie just slided me this fucking crazy ass joint right here. Okay.
Future.
see that?
Okay, Monster Berries 2020 Future. Okay.
Damn.
Well, it is 2020,
Yeah.
Know it.
so at least we smoking appropriately.
For a little bit more,
Hey.
Yo, so speaking of which, I know you're a connoisseur. I
Okay.
do have these beers here.
Yeah.
And I have seen you eye fuck them.
Yep.
Pretty, do you want one? They're cold.
Oh, yeah.
They're
love
sweating
to.
it. They got
Love
eye
to.
fuck
Hell
so much.
What's up?
There you go. It's a sour an hour later.
Oh, Indie Brew, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
brewed by
Shout out
Indie.
Indie Brewing.
Yeah, right here down the street.
Damn.
Pop Craft Show.
So
Yo, I don't even
go.
really drink. I drank one of those. That shit is,
yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's got the cherry flavor, like
that's
what?
That's what
dead
they use.
ass cherry
That's what
flavor,
they
bro.
use.
That
Yeah,
shit's
so
crazy.
I was telling a female the other day. She's a beer drinker, but not craft beer, because she figures it's gonna be the dark, stout, heavy coffee. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And I'm like, well, we got these. Do you want to try one of these? Because I would suggest, the The other stuff that you get, the Blue Moons and shit like that, that's a very beginner Fisher Price shit. But if you do want to start with something that's a little stronger in terms of alcohol, but flavor is great, this is one of them. So,
Right.
Shit's fire, dog. It's good.
so right now I'm
Yeah, that's a
drinking
fact.
the
Hands on the
Andre.
can.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one's from Aero Lodge, huh?
This is Aero Lodge, the Don't Trip.
That's that 66.
Don't trip.
Rip.
It's a triple. It's the Andre the Giant, as you can see, with the big old dick fingers on there.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you guys seen the HBO documentary on Andre the Giant.
No.
I
Well,
need
yo,
to,
they I think it was there's a photographer who went and he would take pictures like Mike Tyson's hands, shit like that, and he had a fucking picture of fucking Andre the Giant's hands, and it was like life size, and the shit was just like it's fucking
Massive.
crazy, bro. Fucking
Massive.
massive,
Impossible.
fucking hands.
Concept, yeah.
Big hands instead of Bigfoot.
Were you ever at one point? I mean, I'm sure we all were, but a wrestling fan.
Oh, hell yeah, dog. Yeah.
So
Oh.
so
I
hit
was
me-
about the wrestling world, dog.
you were.
Yep.
So you felt like I could b-boy, I could fucking wrestle, right?
Let's
could
go.
rap, I could
Yo.
rap, I could wrestle.
I definitely knew I
Off the
couldn't rock
fucking
those
top
heights,
rope
bro.
and shit. Like, yeah, come on.
Yo, I fucking felt like that. I mean, I don't know how many fucking arms got popped out of the socket in my house and shit like that.
What
fucking
was-
around.
Hey, man, I don't know, but growing up a big boy, I mean, shit, you usually thought, like, okay, well, worst comes to worst, I'm going to jump on somebody like Yokozuna did. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? We set. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do that.
But I will say this. Speaking of wrestling, you know who just fucking retired? Like, literally this week? Fucking Undertaker, yo.
I seen
I
that.
saw that.
Yeah.
That documentary's
Undertaker,
dog.
though, son?
The documentary's pretty cool, I think.
Shout the fuck out to fucking Undertaker.
Yeah, bro.
man.
To have,
What?
to have, I think it
Undertaker,
was
bro.
how many? I want to say, not 30 years. It was 20 years. 20. I don't know. It was a long time though. And I was listening to a interview where he talks about the experience that he had, and they were saying, you know, like, can you fill us in on some wrestling lingo and shit like that? And he was breaking it down to kayfabe. This
Yeah.
motherfucker was so dedicated to being the Undertaker and protecting wrestling as an art and as a business. He refused to ever break character. They wanted him in movies. They offered him fucking major bread. They wanted him to do an interview with like Barbara Walters or some shit.
He said nah.
He just kept shutting him down because he refused. So
Yeah.
up to this point, like, he's never really done none of that.
Yeah.
And now he's like, he's open to doing it because he's like, look, I put in my time. I adhered to the code. I
Word.
retired as a fucking OG.
Damn.
So
Shout
So
out to
basically, he
Undertaker.
Kobe'd his career then.
yes,
Damn.
yes.
That's franchise shit. I hope the McMahons fucking bless that dude, man. Like,
So
beyond all that.
hit me
other
with
shit.
the top three wrestlers. WCW,
Oh, hell yeah.
WWF, whatever it is.
You know, I didn't really fuck with WCW too much. I did a little bit, so I'll shout out Ric Flair. He was cool and entertaining, you know. They had that little four
I
horseman
mean,
shit going
yeah.
on. That was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And then, you know, I was a fucking nerd Hulk Hogan fan and shit.
Nice.
Yup.
Of course.
And then Ultimate Warrior was like the B-side, so you had to rock the B-side too. You know?
Yeah. Well said.
Any
well
tag team-
said.
any tag team-
I like that.
That's a
He's
good way to
Anytime.
put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Any
Okay.
like tag team, like the group, you know, how the partners.
Yeah,
Who- who- who,
exactly.
like Legion of Doom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Legion of Doom was sick.
Yeah,
Rockers
yeah.
was hard.
The Demolition.
The
or
Rockers.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Eddie,
the Twin
Rockers.
Towers,
Eddie
dog.
Genetti.
Twin Towers.
Okay, hold on,
Shawn
hold on, hold on,
Michaels.
hold on. Let's not cut.
Damn.
Order. Robbie, he gave us his three.
Damn.
Let's hear your three.
Oh, dude. Ultimate Warrior, one of them. Always, you can't go wrong
I don't
with
know.
that.
I don't know why.
Okay.
The Bushwhackers, always
Oh,
fucking
hell
killing
yeah.
it. Always doing their
They were
shit.
licking
This
close
shit,
too, dog. That
this
was
shit,
Licking each other's
yeah,
heads.
let's go.
Yeah. Coco Beware putting his down too.
Yeah.
Coco
Okay.
Beware.
Yeah, when he used to, or Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
five. You're
that's
at
five.
now.
Yeah, I heard like.
I'm just going off.
Okay,
you
no.
know?
Okay, you had your three.
All
Pause.
right.
Nah, pause. I want to hear
I'm gonna
yours.
say, okay, for me it was it's Ultimate Warrior 2. Just because I felt like he was just a fucking ball of energy. I liked him. I liked I'm gonna say damn, this is good. I like I'm not gonna say Boss Man. Boss Man was dope though.
Yeah, he was.
dope,
He
yep.
was.
But he you know what? This is tough. British Bulldog. British Bulldog, number 2.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, British Bulldog was dope. And Jake the Snake.
Oh, there you
Because,
go.
yo, I remember Jake the
That's
Snake
right.
walked out, like the first time I ever saw Jake the Snake, and he reminded me of one of my Theos. I'm like, this fool is,
With that mullet too, though.
I'm like, yo, this fool is, I'm like, yo, he's so out of shape. Let me see what he does. Let me see what he does.
He's gonna use
What's
it.
he got in that bag?
I was like, that ain't a snake in that bag. You got a shotty or some
shit.
shit.
It's a
Nah.
fucking snake. So
Yes,
those are
lit.
my three:
Damn.
Ultimate Warrior,
Okay.
British Bulldog, Jake the Snake.
Okay.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's
What
up.
about you though? Don't. We're not
Wait.
skipping you, bro.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh,
Okay. It's easy, but it's not easy for me. But first, I'm kind of disappointed that nobody mentioned this man, the motherfucking Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He was on another
Without
level.
fucking question. Now, to me, I think I defined my. Yeah, it has to be the wrestlers. It had a lot to do with the bars they were spitting, man. And I mean,
Their promos.
yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
his were beyond the beyond. And speaking of beyond the beyond,
I was
yeah,
about to
man.
say, we got impersonations for sure.
And then I have a fucked up tie with Hulk Hogan and Warrior. Because
WrestleMania
although
6.
Hogan is like, I'm gonna rip my shirt off, I'm the shit, right? And you love that shit. And that fool was practically like the walking, talking American flag. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warrior had that shit. He was talking all that crazy cocaine bars he was
He was,
spitting when he
yo.
was doing the promos.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Bury your anchors deep within my bones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was
That's
like,
a
yo.
bar. That's an
I was
ultimate
like,
warrior. That's
yo,
literally an
that's
ultimate
like,
warrior
come on,
bar
man.
right there. Yeah.
Yo.
Yo, what about
That
what
needs
was
to be a
it?
shirt.
From Parts Unknown.
Yes,
Yeah.
come on, Doug. So that was a tie between those two. But if I had to edge it out, I guess I'm gonna say Warrior, just because based on the bars and the mythology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he really is that dude.
Word, hell yeah.
You know, like you look at Hulk. Hulk is Hulk, but Hulk ain't Hulk like Warrior's Warrior. Warrior died, still
Warrior.
pretty much being Warrior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He took it to the
Yeah,
grave.
yeah.
He did.
Salute that fucking man. But
Yeah.
anyway, and then third, God damn, bro. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's a hard one.
It is because it's pretty much Ric Flair or Undertaker.
Damn.
And that's really fucking tough for me because, like, okay, we talking legacy. There kind of couldn't be an Undertaker without a Ric Flair.
True.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know, and just man,
Let's just stick with Ric Flair.
I almost got to flip a coin on it, but real shit. Today we're gonna say Ric Flair. Ask me in 2 weeks, it'll probably be Taker.
Yo,
but
so
that's my three.
The
That's my
the
three.
nature boy. So the 30 for
nature boy.
30. The 30 for 30. I don't know if you guys seen the Ric Flair 30 for 30, the ESPN shit.
I actually,
Okay,
I
yeah, all
haven't,
right.
bro.
Oh,
I'm
please.
super late with shit,
Oh,
bro.
you
I'm
Yeah.
super late.
Treat yourself. Watch that shit today.
Dope.
Roll something up, drink something like that shit is fucking amazing. So
I'm gonna drink one of these shits
yo,
right here. Matter of fact, like
so the nature boy, because you're like, what the fuck does that mean? So they got a story about the plane ride from hell, where there was like 20 wrestlers on the plane. Fucking motherfuckers are doing drugs.
Hell
Fools
yeah.
are wrestling literally wrestling by the fucking what's the door? The emergency door.
Yeah.
They almost fucking hit the handle and fucking tipped
Oh,
the plane down.
shit.
It's called the plane ride from hell. It's a story. Anyway, so I guess the nature boy Ric Flair was walking around flashing all the stewardesses his shit. Hence the name,
Nature
the
Boy.
Nature Boy. Yo.
and you know he probably did the woo. Dude, come on, dog. Fuck. Woo. That's amazing.
Damn.
That's amazing.
That's
So
some
talking
stories.
about all this, all these
That was crazy.
things that we've done, and like the promoter shit, the rap shit, the wrestling shit. What is something that you'd like to dabble in the future? Once the world gets back to normal, what's something where you're like, you know what, I've kind of always like wanted to fuck with that.
And to be honest, I'm not really trying to start anything new. I'm just trying to like expand on what I got at the moment. I used to always want to start stuff like new projects, but I forgot who it was. But someone on TV I was watching just kind of said something along the lines of like, just expand on what you got. And it just hit me, and I was like, damn, that's what I need to do. I got a handful of projects. I'm just
And you're good at it though, because
Yeah.
I've seen, I've been in the war room and I've seen how you run things. I'm like, damn, this is a diabolical genius right here. Like this
Fucking right
crazy.
though. Nah, fucking right, bro. Captain type shit, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I fuck with you, Robbie.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
You
it.
know
That's
what
why
I'm
I fuck
saying?
with you guys. Straight
Yeah,
up, straight
razor
up.
sharp, bro.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you all the stuff they said about you, but you're a good dude.
But me and Pawz will talk about it once you're out of here. Don't
Overall, you're good.
Our next guest, we'll definitely get into that.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
I think that's dope that you've been able to sit there and say, hey, you know what? I've done these things, but I'm gonna get better at these, evolve, and make them as good as they can possibly be, as opposed to being overly ambitious. And because there's a lot of things you can get your hands into, because you do have a vast network and you're highly respected. So you could easily be like, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do this. and be a shameless self-promoter, which you're not.
Thank you, I appreciate
Yeah, I kind of feel like at some points you should be, because people tend to undervalue us because we're from here. They see us fairly often, so they're like, well, yeah, that's just so-and-so. But if you really take that away, and if somebody were to come here and really document shit that's made ripples throughout the scene, you got to be one of those people.
Straight up.
I appreciate it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Straight
I don't
up.
want to end it on a sad note, you know,
ripples.
stroke your ego or whatnot.
I
you
appreciate,
know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate you.
But
I appreciate you.
so, what is something that, if you had to give a piece of advice, because everybody's going through hard times, they're about to shut things down, especially here in California. What's something that you want people to know? Because it does get dark, it does get grim. What is something that you'd like to tell them, if you could, like a friend that you could reach out to and basically say, hey, look, check this out. It's like this, but
Yeah.
And I'd say just stay focused and don't watch TV and listen to the news too much.
Yup.
Make sure you value going outside so you can see things for your own eyes.
Yeah.
Yup.
Think for yourself all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, just
for
you know,
sure.
just stay focused, you know, and
Hell yeah.
shoot some trees so you don't stress out too much.
Amen to that.
yo, I love this dude's perspective on shit, because I remember one time I was looking at a certain person, an artist, and real well known, and I was like, this motherfucker. And I ran down my laundry list of bullshit. I'm like, yo, fuck this dude, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yo, but maybe he does that because of this. And then he walked away casually. And I'm like, fuck. And I was like, fuck you for that. But I appreciate shit like that, though.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It means a lot, because somebody that's, you know, like I said, accomplished what you have with what you have, I was like, damn, you gotta respect it. So that was beautiful. So to bless people with that, we appreciate you coming by the show.
Yeah,
We'll
damn
have you
right.
back soon, you know what I
Honored to
mean?
be here.
Yeah, damn right we do. Shit.
So do you want to introduce our next guest?
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, so I mean, we were talking a little bit about Shadowbox Gallery. So we had to close down our physical location out here in downtown LA
Right.
a few months ago when COVID first kicked in.
Right.
And now we kind of got like a studio space where we host it. It's an undisclosed location, and
That's
and,
right.
And we do everything virtual now. Everything's online. Pretty much trying to go in that direction.
Hey, that's right, man.
And
it safe.
Speaking on that topic of like advice to people, yeah, try to bring your businesses online. There's a lot of online activity right now, so take
Damn
things
right.
online if you need to. And so we got the virtual art exhibit this month with LGF crew, which is like started in 626.
Yeah.
But you know, world-renowned crew, and we were showcasing 2 of their members this month, Phenik and Becs, and
Okay.
out of the 626.
Okay.
And pretty much showing a kind of a vast array of their work, because they do graffiti, but it's not just graffiti, you know. So
Okay.
it shows a little bit of what they've expanded to. You can check it out at Shadowbox Gallery on Instagram. That's at Shadowbox _gallery. And it's gonna be up the whole month of December. And yeah, they're a dope crew,
Check
got a lot
that
of
out.
history, and they recently kind of have been having a revival, because a lot of them been getting back together, because the crew, you know, a lot of them got families, and they're older
Right.
cats now.
You
our
know, grown
generation.
shit,
Our
grown
generation,
shit, yeah.
exactly. So,
What's the artist ats also on Insta?
Becs is at Becs Art. That's BECSART.
Okay.
And then Phenik is at Phenik _. So that's PHENIK _.
That's
Yeah,
right,
check
that's
them out.
right.
They got completely
Follow.
different styles. They're dope. Check them out. Don't
Hell
sleep.
yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, so we're blessed to have all these guests, because there was a
Damn
time
right.
where we were kind of working out the bugs. So shout out to everybody that's tuned in.
Yeah, man,
watching
definitely,
it, because
definitely. We
were
fuck
trying to
with
figure
all
it out.
y'all.
So
Yeah,
all y'all.
We went from having one guest to having a bunch of amazing guests in one day. So
We're
shout
about to
out
run
you.
through the gauntlet, but we appreciate you, Robbie,
Yeah,
for
see.
being the first one, you know what I'm saying, to enter the
Yeah.
fire.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
and you survived.
Yeah.
Word up.
survived.
Word
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You survived.
I appreciate it.
You held your own, and we didn't decide to eat you.
Yeah, we will let you live.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
let 'em live.
Nah,
The
cheers.
beer definitely helped. You know
Yo,
what I mean?
We,
No,
we,
real
we
shit.
pray for other guests.
Salute.
Hey, yeah,
Cheers,
beer,
brother.
some good beer,
Let
good
'em
weed,
rock.
good
Let 'em rock.
vibes. You already know.
Word up.
Damn, that's dope.
So I'm gonna turn this beat up real quick. If anybody's got to take a piss break, now would be the time. We got Becs and Phenik coming up next.
Nice.
Don't fucking go
And by the
nowhere.
way, don't forget to send in your submissions, beats. Don't send us your music. We'll tell you when we want your music, and it's not right now.
Yeah. So
But we do want beats.
send us links.
Send
I'm not downloading your shit. Track.
Yeah, and if
Link.
Lone has to do extra shit for your shit,
It's not
we're gonna set up a Patreon for Lone.
Yes. Yo, it is on the way, I promise.
yeah.
So please submit
Yeah.
your shit correctly. We'll have information on the Instagram.
For sure.
Soon we'll probably have more graphics with information right up
Yes,
there.
yes. And we're not going nowhere.
No, we're not. We're not. But we're not gonna talk, and you can listen, or hey,
I'll
Just
keep
come
talking.
back.
I'll-
When we
come back and take a piss break yourself.
Yeah.
You guys can leave so I can talk bad about you.
Hey, all right, I'm out of here. Fuck this.
I'm gonna go to the beep beep boom.
I can't work under these fucking conditions.
Oh shit, my ears.
All right. This is, I think we got a raffle to announce. I just got to see who the fucking winner is. If everybody did their job, it would make my job a lot easier. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let's see. Okay, I think I know who the winner is. It's a glow-in-the-dark MF Doom mask. It's so dope that I was like, yo, I'm not announcing a winner if I don't get one. Let's see. Ooh, I know who the winner is. So if you've been watching this whole time, shout out to you. I'm not, you know what? I'll show you a picture in a sec. It's on the Instagram at PAWZ, the #1 podcast. Okay, so I got the two winners here. Okay, at _Angel the Jodoka. I guess. All right, I'll read it out. At _ANGEL THEJUDOKA. Yeah, you can. So that's the winner. So if you're tuned in, you fucking better be, because if you're not tuned in, you're not fucking winning shit. I'm gonna keep your fucking prize, because that's how things run around here. It's the Pawz One podcast. And there was a glow-in-the-dark dumpster that you could write on as well. No, real shit. And yeah, and I love this dude's handle as well. So the winner of the glow-in-the-dark dumpster, which is the second prize, is at BENDER72 Rodriguez. That's that Futurama shit, like I was telling you. Slurms McKinsey. His name is Slurms McKinsey. And if you guys are tuned in and you don't know who Slurms McKinsey is, fuck you. Google it. Slurms McKinsey. Wimmy wham wham wazzle. It's the Pawz One podcast.
No, I've never seen it.
That dude is great. Pull him up on the screen if you can. Yeah, he's got the. Yeah, he's the original party worm is what they call him. The original party worm. So yeah, I didn't get to do my opening rant. So my opening rant is basically just about people finding a way to piggyback off of other people's shit. I feel like people should be strong enough to basically like, all right, I'm gonna go out on my own. Because at one point, you know, at what point are you gonna say, hey, okay, I'm big enough. I'm a big boy now. I'm gonna do my own thing. I think some people get too comfortable, too lazy, but the fear of success is pretty big and it's prominent. But at what point do you stop and say, hey, you know what? I could fucking do this. So for me, it's been that lately where it's watching people around me, my friends, family, and things like that, where it's like, you know what? I got to do this for me. Like, I feel like I deserve this, so I'm going to take a risk for myself. So that's been one of the things that's been kind of bothering me a bit. But it's good to see other people around me that are inspired and inspire me to do better and be better, because, especially now, because right now it gets grim. You know, they let us out to play, then they don't. Here, take this mic.
What's the remedy? Like, how does one get over that hump? It's inevitable for someone who's creative, who does anything. Like whether you paint, you draw, you design any kind of product. Like anyone who's a creative, how do you get over that hump that is inevitable to reach, whether you're starting off or even towards if you've been like a vet?
You've been doing it. I think if you're a creative person, you're gonna hit walls all the time.
Word.
Because you're gonna compare yourself to other people.
Yes.
You're gonna compare your art. You're gonna compare.
Which is okay, because like you have to have someone that you kind of see as not like a destination or like
a metric, a gauge. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have a reference.
Yeah.
You know.
So with that, it's kind of like, all right, well, just imagine whoever that person is, you hold them in high regard. So when I write, I'm like, if Big Pun were to snatch this rhyme book out of my hand, snatch this notepad out of my hand, what would he say about these bars that I wrote? And for me, that keeps me writing at a certain level. When I feel like I can't write at that level,
Yeah.
I allow myself to suck. What I mean is
No, that makes sense. I get what you're saying.
because you got to think, like, when you first start your car, it's not ready to go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And for you to put that pressure on yourself and your car to go 100 miles an hour, you're being fucking ridiculous. Because everything that's being promoted online, on TV and movies, you only see the highlights. You only see the best parts.
Oh, that's fact.
They seldomly show you the part where dude is training and he fucking injured himself because he was lifting too much weight. Whatever
Or
the
where
case.
like he was having trouble picking up that weight.
Yeah, they don't show that.
Nah.
They seldomly show that because they try to raise the standard ridiculously high. So then you're at home and you're like, well, shit, I have to be exactly that. And if you can
If I'm
be,
not this, I suck.
exactly, and it's not that you suck. Every car needs to warm up.
Yeah.
And if you haven't started it in a while, expect it to stall a bit.
Oh, for sure.
Expect it. And so don't feel bad about taking the time to fucking sit there and warm up your car.
Yeah, for sure.
Just you know,
It reminds
hit the
me of
gas
this
a
time,
bit.
like I was just having this conversation with someone a couple days ago, but I have this scar on my hand. I mean, it's not relative to like those road bumps, but
But
it
it
kind of
is.
reminded me of what you're saying as far as like allowing yourself to suck. You know, I have this scar on my hand. Someone asked me, "What's that scar about?" And I said, "Well, one time I went to 7-Eleven by myself. It was late at night, and this dude who was pretty cool, he was just kicking it outside. He was like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Can you light a cigarette?"
yeah.
Word. He had a drink. He was drinking some beers. And he's like, "Have you ever been burned by a cigarette before?"
Oh shit.
And I'm like, "Nah."
It's like a Fight Club moment.
Right? He's like, I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Well, you mind? Like, were you down?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." Like right away, I just didn't think about it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm down. I never did it before. Why not?" So he got it. He's like, "You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he put it to my hand, to my skin, right?
Yeah.
Now, at the moment, there's been two ways I could react. First way could have been the quick and emotional reactionary
Yeah.
way, was to be like, "Yo, fuck," and take your hand away, right? Be like, "No, man, fuck that, it hurts." But if I did that, I wouldn't have understood or really like took in the experience of like getting yourself burned. It's not like a ritual, like a rite of passage, but it's something that's kind of like, oh shit, like you've done it before? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what it was.
That's the like I said, the Fight Club moment where he shows him the scar. He's like, you have no idea what this feels like, and
For
he
real.
lifts up his shit.
Yeah.
And he shows him.
So I did that. Went the second way. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it hurts, but let me really take in all this hurt. Let me see how. Let me understand
Absorb
this
it.
pain.
Yeah,
let
understand
me
it.
absorb it mentally.
Where's it
and
gonna
try to
take you?
dissect
Where's
it.
it gonna take you? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me understand this. So that's what I did. I let it hurt, but I was thinking about like, hey, what kind of pain was it? Is this pain like familiar to any other physical pain that I've had, that I've experienced before? How long is it going to hurt? You know, all that stuff. And what I found was that doing that with anything that's like a challenge or adversity, if you don't react, what is going to be the natural initial reaction of like trying to get away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or stop it. If you just take it in mentally, you're not. It's not like you're ignoring the physical.
Because it's
part
there,
of
bro.
it.
You can't ignore
You're
that.
you're just there, and you're understanding it so that next time it happens, you're knowing what to expect, and you're knowing that
You process it a lot faster.
exactly.
Yeah, and I feel like with what's going on and everybody having a hard time, like I seen a meme and it was fucking the best. It was from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it's the dudes and I forget their names and they got top hats and this and that, and it says, "Oh, you guys are broke. Oh, they're new broke. We're old broke."
Word.
Like, yo, no, they're new poor. We're old poor.
Word.
Because you understand it.
It's like we been did it, but there's people around here that's not. It's first time for them.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna have a.
Now, but to wrap that up, I know exactly what you're saying. So
Yeah.
just understand that I read a quote that said, look, whatever you're going through right now, stop and imagine the worst thing you've ever been through in your life, and somehow you survived that.
Word.
You survived it, and you're here.
That's facts.
So process whatever this shit is and move on. You guys are strong enough to do
yeah,
that. for
and
real.
it kind of reminded me when you were saying that they only show the highlights, right? They don't show the shit to get to the highlight.
They don't.
And that's true. Like, man, like,
Let's get Becs. Let's get Becs and we got Myka9 in the house. What up, bro? Yeah, shit. I appreciate you. Joaquin Daniels.
it's
Let's get Becs. Can you get Becs for me? Becs and Phenik. We're gonna jump into the second guest.
oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
but-
We'll keep that thought.
No,
Keep
for
that
sure.
thought.
I feel like, we got to give them a little bit of both. It's got to be funny. It's got to be thoughtful. It's got to be insightful. But really, like, on a human level. Because, there's cameras and there's fucking lights and this and that. People, especially now, everybody's isolated. Everybody's at home. Everybody's scared to make contact. But I've always been open. People ask me questions. And the one thing that... shit. I don't know if we could do 3. Yeah, we weren't ready to do 3. Yeah. Well, shit, just call them in, see if we could do 2. If we could accommodate 3, that's fine. But going back to what I was saying, like, everybody's isolated, but the one thing is everybody's afraid to be vulnerable. Motherfuckers forget that they're human. The same way that they forget that they've been through horrible shit and they survived it.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever forget how human you are. Cameras,
sure.
take away cameras, lights, all that shit. Like, in the end, not to say that we're the same because everybody's different. Everybody's on a different path.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's like, just
Don't
be
You
afraid.
said it right. Like everyone's afraid to be vulnerable, but I started realizing it's like, yo, why be afraid to be vulnerable? Like, if you're gonna be afraid to be vulnerable and
how are you going to live?
Exactly, and prevent yourself from being in those situations, how are you gonna learn to get out of those situations, or how to persevere through those situations?
You can't.
There's no exactly.
Yeah,
Because if you're fearing being vulnerable, then when you're vulnerable, you're not gonna know what the hell to do. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with that vulnerability.
I didn't mean to snap. Sorry, I was trying to get somebody's attention. Can you grab this? Because we got to get the next guest on. If not, we're just kind of...
Yeah.
No, but you're right, though. You're right. You have a cigarette? No, you're right, though. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's basically that. Like, don't be afraid to be a human being. Because if not, you're going to be a piece of shit. Straight up.
Hey.
You're gonna be fearing yourself in the end. Like, you don't.
You guys
want that.
ready?
You want to fear nothing.
Pawz 1 podcast, y'all.
That's your mic.
I know a
These are
lot of
your
y'all been
headphones right
rocking
here.
with us all the way through.
Phenik,
We appreciate
if you want to jump on this side, bro. Javi, we're going to have
We,
Phenik on this side.
About to have our
We got to
next
break up the
guest
crew.
on.
Fuck that. We got to break up the crew. It's too explosive when we have them next to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah,
It's bullshit.
yeah,
Fuck
okay.
that.
It's got to be a totally different. You know what I mean? Pawz 1 podcast, y'all. A little something for y'all to screenshot. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Instagram at Pawz 1 podcast. Follow the host, Pawz 1.
Yeah.
Your man at
Asimov.
Isaac Asimov. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Asimov. Yo.
Yeah, man, we about to get our next thing going right here. Appreciate Pawz actually been rocking through the intermission, man. So y'all got some further gems.
I peed early.
Hey,
Yo, that's rare. That's rare.
that's what I'm talking about.
All right, so introduce yourself, my man.
Becs. I'm from BWS LGF crew.
That's
dope,
right.
Dope. All right, now it's your turn.
Hold on, we need to get his mic
Whoops.
going.
One more time.
Yo.
Do the
Alright,
same
cool.
thing.
Ah,
Do
there
the
we go.
same exact thing, just way better.
Yeah.
What up? My name is Myka9. I'm from the LGF crew.
That's
Yes,
right.
Yes. All right, so out the gate, we just had Utmos here, Shadowbox Gallery. He was talking about the amazing shit you guys got. I've seen it.
Yep.
I've been blessed to see some of it. I'm a fan of you guys' work.
Dope.
You know what I
Good
mean? We
looking
did
out.
the
Yeah,
Beat
thank you,
Swap
bro.
Meet Vegas.
Yeah.
Our booths
Remember
were right
that
next
shit?
to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that was
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
dope. That
that's
was
tight.
dope.
Good times.
I was fully inebriated when I went on stage. The funniest shit. I gotta
We
tell
all
this.
are.
I gotta tell this
Yeah,
quick
that's right.
story. So, I showed up there. I was hoping my DJ would show up and we could do a set off of vinyl. He couldn't make it to Vegas, so I had to actually buy instrumentals.
No shit.
Which is cool because I put
Wow.
money back in the community. So I was like,
Yeah.
fuck
Fuck
it, it's
yeah,
all
fuck
good.
yeah.
So I found some beat nuts. I found a Gangstar instrumental, a Pharaoh Monch, whatever. So I rocked my whole set. And Lou Man, poor Lou Man, bro. I was like, guess what? We're on in 10 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that's what's up. Freestyle
So
that shit.
yeah, shout
Let's
out
go,
to-
guy.
Yeah, come on. Shout out to Lou Man for making that shit happen.
Now scratch great.
Yeah, do your fucking job. Do it right. Now do it right. I know we didn't rehearse.
Lou Man's dope, man.
No,
Fuck
Yeah,
Yes,
Lou Man
yes,
is dope.
amazing.
Off top.
He's sick.
Off top.
So you guys want to break down the origin of the crew itself, the LGF crew.
Please, by all means.
Well, LGF started in 1998. It was in the Almani Rosemead area. It was about
Okay.
5 of us that started it, and then we just expanded.
You want to do the roll call on the 5? Hit him with the
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
call.
Come on, man.
Hit him with the roll
Origins,
call.
origins, man. We all about that
Hopefully,
here.
I don't leave anybody out and shit. But
Okay.
it's myself, Becs, Future, Nimic, fuck,
David,
And,
too.
and the
David.
hit
Moon.
and that's 5. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, well, the original 5. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just going off and just naming like the
Oh,
cats.
okay,
Well,
okay,
the
okay.
original 5, it was me, Nimic, Insu, Senik,
Might have had.
Kango.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. That's the starting 5 right
Okay,
there.
okay.
Okay, there
it
you
is.
go.
Word.
But I mean, we expanded throughout the years, and we kind of went from state to state. We had some cats in Chicago. Shout outs to Omens from MSK. He was part of LGF. We had got
Tight.
this cat Stowe from Detroit. We had got a couple cats. They're twins. It's Ola and Bat. And
Santa Barbara
they're out of
cats.
Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
And then some of the homies that we started out with out here in like LA, Orange County area, they started to move out. So we had cats out in San Francisco, San Diego. You know, we kind of started to spread out and shit. But as we all got older, everybody, you know, got their careers, got their families, and
Right.
you know what I mean? 'Cause we kind of slowed down, and instead of recruiting a bunch of youngsters,
Yeah.
we kind of just kept it as that.
The seasoned
Because-
players, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I hear that.
Like the Spurs.
And the thing for that too was because the way we ran our crew, we ran it like a family. You know what I mean? And what's dope is that we ran it that way because we're all still really good friends and shit. You know what I mean?
right, right.
So we don't get to see each other often, but when we do, it's fucking dope. But yeah, I mean, if Becs wants.
I think what's dope about our crew, honestly, like he said, we all have family. We're all grown ass men with jobs and shit, careers,
Right.
whatever, whatnot. But
Yeah.
the thing is, like, even if we don't see each other within a year or two, when we come together, bro, I mean, it's like fucking I seen you yesterday.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
dope.
and then the
Right.
fucking the wall itself, just like, yo, fuck, dude. You guys, when's the last time you painted? A year ago? Like, dude, fuck, this shit looks fucking tight.
No rust
Yeah,
at all,
that's
bro.
right.
No
That's
rust
No rust
at
at
all.
all,
Yeah.
bro. It's like we left off yesterday, dude.
Razor sharp.
What's
Yeah,
dope about that
that's
too
tight.
is to have a squad like that where everybody kind of steel sharpens steel. So
Yeah,
you're
dude.
like, yo,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's mandatory,
Yo,
bro.
this fool's still nasty. Like, all right, all right.
Mandatory,
Yeah.
bro.
You know, that's what's always been dope about the graph stuff. Because I remember one time back in the day, this is a story when I was in high school. I had a homie duel from the crew that I was in, which was MTS, and there was like 10 billion
Oh, dope.
MTS crews because it was the most generic name to use or whatever. But we ran with that name for a good minute, and we would battle each other in the science books and the whatever periods we
So,
shared.
yeah.
And
Bathroom walls.
Yo,
Bathroom.
So the thing, the thing was everybody got good at everything else, and I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna do characters because nobody was really doing characters.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I got good at that, and so he started to branch off into that. He was ill with everything else, and I'm like, no, you gotta give me this one fucking thing, bro. You keep all the other stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he refused, so he started doing characters in the books. So I would go and just open the book up, like, you son of a bitch. Draw a big old dick in the hand, fucking all kinds of shit, and just destroy his fucking character.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I was walking from one period to the other. We're going through the fucking, and
Right.
he just stops and he has that Kramer moment where he's like, "Yo,
Busted.
yo, you fucking killed my character, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, you just seen it. Goddamn right. Characters are
Goddamn
mine.
right.
I own that."
Hey, on that same note though, dude, like same thing growing up, nobody really did characters. I was that guy because everybody
yeah.
did letters. I mean, letters are dope. Don't get me wrong, they're fucking sick, but I never really dug letters. So I always drew as a kid. So I kind of went towards the character side, and that's where my shit
What was it
derives.
for you? Was it the shapes, the expression? Maybe the expression itself. I don't know.
Well, I mean, also cartoons though. Fuck,
Yeah.
Okay.
I love cartoons, bro. That Hanna-Barbera shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I'm an '80s kid, bro.
I got
so
a
you
Hanna-
know what's
I
up.
got a
I
Hanna-
hear you,
Yo,
man.
I got-
Definitely, yeah.
I got a Hanna-Barbera question for you. When was it when you realized, yo, they're gonna pick up that rock right there because it changed a little bit? Do you remember that? Because the animation was so bad and so cheap.
It was ugly.
Where like when you knew that the dude was gonna grab the rock to throw it at somebody, the rock would kind of change the way it looked.
Fuck, yeah.
I picked that shit up when I was a kid, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I
yo,
don't know
who's
how
gonna
you
do
seen that, dude, but that's probably like that flipping the paper shit versus like digital shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how you
true.
notice
Where
that
they use the
shit.
different cells and
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope,
true.
dude. That's dope, man. Fuck yeah, dog. But yeah, man, cartoons was a big like inspiration for me, and honestly, like growing up, fucking, when you see some shit like Twist on a magazine, it's like, fuck, dude, I wanna do that shit. I wanna do some characters like that, you know? So I did do, starting off, like heads, faces and shit, just like Twist. But I mean, I wasn't that great, obviously, but I mean, I just stuck with it, bro. Like,
So when did you come up with the birds?
the
Were you like-
birds, it's been beyond 10 years, bro. It's been beyond 10 years. I started with a fucking circle doodle, and it just went from there.
I remember
bro.
I seen the bird for the first time, and I was like, "Yo, that's the illest bird I have."
Oh, fuck,
ever
thanks, bro.
fucking
Good looking
seen."
out. Thanks, dog.
I didn't
Hell
know.
yeah.
I didn't know who it belonged to. Any of that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I
Well,
was
if you
like-
notice, fucking, the reason why you didn't know who it belonged to is a lot of the times when I do my shit, bro, I literally don't catch a tag, bro. I like to just plaster the image
Yeah.
and let people figure out,
Let that
hey, who the
speak.
fuck is this, you know?
Yeah.
Who is that guy,
That
dude?
was me. I was like,
And then when they finally meet me, bro, they're like, fuck, that's your bird? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's me,
shit,
bro.
I didn't realize that till Beat Swap me. I
Oh,
was like,
shit, fuck
He's setting
yeah.
up his merch, and I'm like, oh,
Ah,
fuck, this
dope,
is the
fuck
guy.
yeah,
That's
fuck
tight.
yeah,
This
dog.
is the guy
That's
laying
what's
all the
up.
eggs with
That's
the birds.
what's up. Fuck yeah.
Okay,
And-
Phenik.
and-
There we go. I've been waiting for that Phenik to say that. Yeah, I'm like, come on,
Well,
Phenik.
no, the funny thing about him, you know, doing the characters and starting out with characters, when we first put him down with the crew, it was because we were at a yard, and I was with a
Yeah.
friend of mine,
Yeah.
and I saw these cool little letters and shit. I was like, dude, it's a little different, you know, it looks fucking tight. And it happened to be Becs. And my homeboy was like, yo, I know that dude. We grew up together. And I was like, yo, get in contact with him. You know, at the time,
get
we
this
were
shit
trying to
rolling,
link
yeah?
up with
Yeah.
people. We were just starting off the crew, you know, and so we met up with them. And it's just funny that he really doesn't do letters anymore, but he's actually really dope
yeah,
at everything.
Were his letters dope?
They were
Question.
dope.
Yeah. Okay, dope.
To this day, if I pulled up that picture, and I'm sure we got that shit somewhere, that shit probably still looks dope. You know what I mean?
And it's crazy
Right.
because like he might think like I'm not that good, but secretly people are like, son of a bitch.
Well, you know what? And that's what it is. He's super humble. And to this day, a lot of shit that he does and puts out, I'll be at his crib and I'll be like, yo, this is fucking sick. And he's
Yeah.
like, you know, which is dope that he's humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Right.
But it works for you and against you
Yeah,
as
for
well.
sure,
though.
dog.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because you got to have homies that are like, nah, bro, like that give you that boost of confidence
Yeah.
to say, look, you got to push forward on this, throw it on a fucking shirt, throw it on this, throw it on that, put it in a gallery, do your thing because it's amazing, yo. And I'm telling you that we know each other, but I'm your kid's fucking godfather or whatever. But at the same time, like, yo, bro, like, it is fucking dope.
Right.
Trust me, don't ever forget how we met each other
Yeah.
and where we started. I'm telling you,
Facts.
I'm completely vouching for that shit. It's dope. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So
What's up?
that's something to take home. As far as the gallery, when was it where you guys are like, you know what, I'm gonna exhibit some pieces that we've done?
Yeah, like what made that move?
Well, you know what? I mean, we're both good friends with Utmos, and he hit us up in the end of the summer, and the Mind Funk was just finishing up their gallery. And,
Shout out to them.
Shout out to mine.
Yeah, definitely. That's a homie
That's
and
the
shit.
homie right there. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you know, he was like, "Yo, you want to jump in right after him?" And I was like, "Oh man, you know, this is my first gallery.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I've done paintings, done canvases, but you know, give me a little bit of time." And so he said October. I was like, "Well, do you have anybody booked for November?" He's all, "Nah." I was like, "All right, let's shoot for November then."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
Alright.
And even that got pushed back a little bit and shit, but everything worked out perfectly. And it's kind of dope because Becs and I were able to collab on a couple pieces, and the way we did it was dope. Like he did a couple pieces, and I had no idea what he was doing, and he shot them to me and was like, "Yo, fill in it right here. You know, do your name right here, or do a letter right here or something." And same with me, you know what I mean? I did some canvases. He had no idea what I was rocking. I took him to his crib, and I kind of put him in his front yard, so when he walked out, he was like, "Oh, shit, okay.
So wait, hold on.
Hey,
you
that's tight.
left them there unannounced.
No. I pulled up. and shit.
Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. You're going out to walk your dog and
Where
take a
this shit
piss.
come from,
Yo, and you're like,
Hey.
what the fuck?
What
Fucking
the
Stonehenge in my front yard. Like, oh shit.
You get that moment where you like zoom in and shit.
Yeah.
No.
And what's dope too, I mean, me and Bex go way back. Like I said, I mean, from the
90s,
beginning of the crew. Not only that, I remember we were youngsters in high school and we would walk around. You know, we didn't have a car and shit. So we would meet up at someone's crib and we would fucking walk through the streets with our backpacks filled up with cans. And there were times we would walk through the wash and just hit mad shit all through there. We'd hit yards. Then we would hop onto the street. And then even with yards and legals, I would always rock the letters. He would always rock the characters. So we were that perfect combination.
That's
And
tight.
so it's dope that we're still, you know, doing stuff, collaborating, and
Y'all
now that
still
we're older-
compliment each other heavily, basically.
Yeah, that's
man.
dope.
Like,
So it's
so when
basic-
you know that when you put the letters up, like your man got the characters,
Right,
is
right,
gonna
right,
put
right.
No
that back.
question.
That's
Yeah.
tight, man.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
tight.
basically the visual gangstar.
Hey,
I'm just
that's
saying, though.
hard, yo.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like
facts.
coming from a rap background, I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's a
how
great
can I-
compliment
how
right
can-
there.
No, real
Hell
shit
yeah.
though.
Hey, nah,
because
man. Well, you know, give it where it's due, man.
Dope. Good
because
looking. Good
I
looking.
remember seeing he promoted some stuff on his IG. I want to say like 6-8 months ago.
Okay.
And I was like, that's dope. Like I don't know where that is or who that is, but it wasn't his name. It was like I don't know the name of a shop or something.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn,
yeah.
that's nasty. That's really dope. And then kept posting stuff, and then I identified the style, and then it's fucking him.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know he was that dope.
That's
like
hard.
not in a dickhead way, but
I
just kind of
appreciate
like,
that. No, I feel
Yes,
you.
sir.
No,
Hey,
but
thank you for
because-
saying that, because some fools always automatically
yeah,
inflict
it's-
it, right?
yeah, not on some dickhead shit, but it's because the rap side, because I come from that side.
Right,
Like
right.
the graph stuff, I did that a long fucking ages ago.
Right.
So coming into the rap side, knowing you from that, and then seeing you post some shit that looked really dope, and then finally I seen some shit with your name in the same style, and it all brought it home, and I was like, damn, this shit's dope.
Yeah.
And then to know that you guys are working together.
Hey, but on that note, you always got to be able to get out of your comfort zone, bro. Just
Right.
like how you
Yeah.
come from the rap side, like if somebody approaches you like, yo, man, let's collab real quick. What do you say? Nah, dude, you're not my style and shit. Try to make it happen, right? Just like us. Like,
Yeah.
somebody wants to collab with us, it's like, well, fuck, dude, your style's totally different. But,
Yeah.
you know, let's try to freestyle some shit together, make it happen, make it look like a good piece of work, dude.
Yeah, and it doesn't always work out, and that's another thing too, where it's like some dudes are eager to work because they admire what you do.
Right.
And that's beautiful. That's a blessing. But at the same time, if it don't really manifest right, then it's not really meant to be at that time.
Got you,
Maybe in the
yeah.
future, you know, we got to go down different paths and then meet up later on. 10 years from now, we could do something dope. But in the moment, that song that we did might not be that great, or that production that we did
Right,
might
right.
not be that cool.
That's big facts. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, like with Graph. Let's say a cat, his lines aren't right yet. His ideas are good, right? Or his colors are tight, right? His fills might be dope, but overall, he still can't bust to the level y'all can.
Okay.
And I guess that's how it kind of comes with the rap.
It's like a producer.
You know, you put in the work and you have a certain like name already, and you got a cat who's not known at all who comes
Got
next to you on a
you. Yeah,
piece,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
until they can match up with you, or at least till you feel like that makes sense,
Yeah.
then it don't make sense. They might as well
Yeah.
just be doing fills for you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, you shout them out on the tags to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
But-
And the cool thing with me and Becs too is a lot of times he'll just hit me up and say, all right, what color is the background going to be? And we just go vibe off each
That's
other,
tight,
and we
yeah.
work
Just colors.
so much together that we just make it work. And sometimes, you know, I'll start rocking the background, or sometimes he'll get some ideas. He'll be like, all right, don't even do that. You know, I'm going to fuck with it. Or sometimes he'll finish because this fucker's quick as fuck.
That's
That's
right.
just his thing. He's just always knocking shit out.
dope.
He'll walk away and he'll be like, yo, can you add a little here and a little there? And I'm like, yeah, I got you. And he'll walk away,
Yeah.
go kick it, go smoke, go drink, and then come back and, you know, we'll finish it up. But it's just dope. It's just dope vibe working together.
That's dope,
So,
man. Hell
so
yeah.
it wouldn't be LA if you didn't have to fight for your spot.
Of
So
course.
Right.
at what point was it where like you did something, you put time into it, you put love into it, you killed it, you came back and you're like, yo, this motherfucker really just caught a tag on my shit.
It's always
When-
like
Well,
that.
that's
It's
also,
always like
that's
that,
also
dude.
where the
And
whole.
so what are the repercussions though? If it's always like that, when,
If it's
when do
shitty,
you like?
if theirs is shitty, then you go back over it.
Fuck, yep.
But I mean, if
So
if
so
it's
what
dope
level?
as
I mean,
fuck-
you guys are amazing. So it's got to be some mind blowing shit to go over what you've done.
I
for
like
you-
that.
For you to acknowledge it and be like, okay, all right, you went over the last 2 or 3 letters, half the character, whatever it was, but what you did is so dope. I'm gonna let that slide.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that happen?
occasionally, dude, but
How rare is that?
It's pretty rare.
Hell yeah.
I
Pretty
really
fucking
haven't got my
rare.
shit fucking dissed, but I mean, it will get dissed, dude. If the yard is active, it will get dissed.
Exactly.
It comes with the territory,
Exactly.
though, dude. It comes with the territory.
I mean, shit, I remember when the Belmont Tunnel used to be active, right?
dude,
hell yeah.
fuck.
And it was like, yo, Saber will bust, and a toy will come right the fuck right over that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yo,
few hours later, and
Gil
shit.
took the whole fucking
Oh, yeah,
wall
he
one
fucking
time. Y'all
killed it.
remember
Yeah,
that shit?
that Skill
dude.
UTI.
After the Day in the West shit, and like that day, dude.
Somebody
That
plotted on it.
day, some little
Yeah.
paisita who was playing the little game they used to play
That
right
fucking
down there.
handball
and
game
shit.
and
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
You know, he fucking went up and started tagging over one of the letters, and some dude went up and fucked him up over that because he had
Yes.
guards for that shit. Because
Yes.
they had a photo shoot and all this whole shit over it. But yo, people did shit so easily. Like for example, man, that shit that just happened with Rex Memorial
yeah.
joint.
Yeah, I seen
Right?
that. I seen
And
that.
how dope was that though? See, exactly
to
like I
Figure.
think any real artist is gonna come out and say, nah,
Yeah, because
You don't
know,
go over that shit, dude.
like nah, we right back on that.
yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's dope.
Yeah, because
You know, that-
I got the message immediately. It was in the middle of the night.
It was
like,
a-
yo,
yeah.
did you see this? And I was like, all right, Say no more. I went, walked through there, did a couple laps, X'd anything out that
Say
was
no
that,
more.
or anything else that looked remotely close to that, X, leave my shit, whatever,
Hell yeah.
boom. And then I got on the homie the next day. I was like, yo, can you come back and do some touch-ups? Because what I did, like I'm using a fucking Walmart can, fucking dollar can. Can you come back and, you know, restore my homie shit?
Yeah.
Scheduling was crazy because the mural is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out
It
to
is.
Figure.
It is,
Shout out to
yeah.
Figure
Dude,
because
shout out to Figure.
and Gutter, because the homie Gutter did his thing. Rotten, he killed it. So
He's dope.
I was like, yo, we got to restore this. The toy shit's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
inevitable.
exactly.
I feel like people were gonna do that just to catch a little bit of fame and to kind of, you know what I mean, piggyback off of that.
Facts.
But, you know, I was saying, like, was there ever somebody that did that where you're like, okay, that was pretty dope. But still, we're going to go back and fuck it. You know what I mean? Because in LA, you definitely got to fight for your spot every single fucking day, every
Yeah.
single second of every day. It's so competitive out here.
Yeah.
So-
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Then you got some crews, and we know who they are, that they just go everywhere.
That's their whole
Yeah.
point.
And
That's
over
the point
anybody.
of their crew. That's
Yeah.
all they do.
Yeah.
But then again, they're really dope, so you're like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hey, but back to your homie Rex piece, dude. That shit's sick, bro. I was there last weekend rocking a wall with my
Oh,
other
dope.
my other crewmates, dude. And
I mean, I don't mean to take credit, but yeah, shit.
and
Shout out to
fucking,
Figure and shout out to Rotten.
Yeah,
that
hell
wall,
yeah.
I know you guys cleaned it, and when I was there last weekend, it was still clean, bro.
Fuck
Yes.
Just to
yeah.
let
That's
you
what's
know
up.
shit.
That's
Yo,
what's up.
I
Hell
hope-
yeah.
Hopefully somebody got the message like, yo, fuck, if we diss this, they're gonna come back and clean that
Yes,
shit, dude.
and like, not to take it too far because we are on camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, understand that. Yeah, I live down the street from there.
Oh, yeah.
I used to fucking walk my dog. I live right there by the 7-Eleven, so I would walk my dog around the block sometimes. So I heard they're at the donut shop. So it's like, just understand that you're not that far out of reach.
That's
So,
right.
But going back to the graffiti shit, because the LA shit, you know, the tag banging, this and that.
Yeah.
That era, coming from that era.
Talk about 90s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
90s,
Yeah.
era? Yeah, that
90s,
shit was,
you know,
that shit was
mid-90s,
brutal.
late 90s. Yes,
That
it's
shit was
very brutal. So how did you guys make it out of that and say, you know what, we don't want to be a clique of such and such neighborhood and such gang?
Right.
How is it that you're like, nah, we're just going to keep mashing and what we do? We ain't bitches at all, but we're going to keep pushing forward and doing what we do.
Well, when we started our crew, we had like I said, you know, we had the friends, we were like family, and our whole, the whole idea of it was every time we're gonna put someone down or if somebody wants to get down with the crew, we gotta make sure they're well-rounded. You know what I mean? Dope tags, dope bombs, dope pieces, because as a crew, you know what I mean, it's just like Voltron.
Yeah.
But if you happen to move to Hawaii, you know what I mean, and you're all alone, at least you could stand alone with your tags, your bombs,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
your
yeah,
pieces and shit.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And,
tight.
and then also we wanted to find out how they were on a personal level. You know what I mean? We don't want to put some cats down and then run amok and start beef and you know get all kinds of
I had
fucked
that
up
experience.
shit. You know what I mean?
hear that.
Yo, I
Yeah.
had that, not to, you know, go into that too much and make it about, you know, personal shit, but
No, it's all good.
I remember we started a crew and I wanted that. I
Yeah.
wanted the dude that specialized in that, was good at the other stuff,
Yeah.
but, you know, I try to recruit cats based on that.
Right.
Special Forces is what it was. That was my
right.
approach. Like I seen Predators, one of my favorite movies, so I'm like, yo, I need that guy, communications guy, but everybody could shoot, blah,
Fuck
blah,
yeah.
blah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
wanted those guys, and I created a crew like that. I got locked up, I got out, and now we got all this beef. And I'm like, how the fuck did this start?
Yeah.
It started
wonder,
because
though.
some dickhead recruited 8 or 9 other motherfuckers without doing a filter process, a background check.
Right.
And
there
these
it
dudes got into it to exercise whatever shit that they were going through this. And then we got beef with people that show up at a park and I got to fight motherfuckers and like
Right, man.
I don't even know
Yeah.
why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys avoided that,
Oh,
right?
big time, big
Yeah.
time, dude, big time.
Yeah.
Again, because also like we're all close friends, and like I mean, we go to each other's houses and shit. You know, you don't want to bring homeboys beef to your like parents. Or at the time, our parents' house.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
obviously
sure.
90s
Right, yeah,
and
of
shit. You know,
course.
especially like his mom's pad, dude. His mom's pad was like the spot, bro. Like it. Like 90s shit, 90s parties, dude, like some dope hip hop parties.
Yep.
You might have heard of this dude's mom's pad.
Okay,
bro.
time out.
It
Time
was
out.
fucking-
Hold
it
on,
was
yo.
fucking sick,
Time
bro.
out.
Hold
Time
on.
out.
Sick.
Because moms are great judges of character.
Yeah.
They are, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's why they got that intuition, like they say. So when your mom told you about certain friends, like, mijo, this is not him.
Yeah.
Everybody else is good.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a friend like that where she's like, yo, don't bring him around?
You know what? No, because we were pretty good about you know who we brought around. Yeah.
Because she was so good at showing you how to do it.
Yeah, my mom's
Shout out
super
to moms.
dope. Yeah,
Yo,
definitely,
shout out
definitely.
to
And
moms.
don't
Shout
get
out
me
to
wrong,
Peggy,
you
dude.
might come across like one or two, you know what I mean? But the minute they do something shady, boom, they're cut. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Done.
And she had no problem checking people, I'm sure, right?
Oh,
hell no.
Yeah, that's what's up.
She's so dope, yeah.
Yeah.
And then people would check people for her, you know
Yeah,
what I
dude.
mean? Because they loved her
Seriously.
so much
That's
that if somebody
respect. That's
disrespect, they were
Yeah.
on it and shit.
Straight up. I feel like that's lacking in a major way too, because now it's so easy to go over people's shit, troll somebody's shit, write a fucking comment, do this, do that.
Right.
It's so easy to do that. A lot of kids are growing up without that experience.
Yeah.
And some people don't know, like, hey, I remember doing some dumb shit and getting punched in the face where you're like,
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
oh shit, like, okay, I shouldn't do that
Right, right.
anymore. And it wasn't personal. It was like, yo, just understand that you did some shit
Right.
that it's not allowed.
Yeah. That's
And,
what. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but yeah.
And that's why I love growing up in the time that we grew up, because of the fact that, you know what I mean, the kids nowadays, they act the way they act because they've never got their ass kicked. They've
Straight
never
up.
been in some shit. You know what I mean? They've never disrespected and, like you said, got punched in the face for that
Say
shit.
that
you know
shit
what I
again,
mean?
please,
No,
so the
facts.
youth can hear that shit.
real.
Say that shit again, please, so the youth can hear that.
Yeah, it needs to happen. Say it again.
Yeah, I mean, the kids nowadays, they've never got their ass kicked. So they act the way they act for that reason. You know what I mean? They've never got
Facts.
beat down by their pops. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I didn't like getting beat down by my pops and shit.
But it corrected you, though.
Oh, fuck
it
yeah.
definitely
corrected
did.
your course.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of these people are on a path and they think that they own it. Like, yo, this is me, I'm this, I'm that. And then, the likes and the comments and,
Right.
and the followers, and like, they believe that that's who they are. And so they run into a fucking brick wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
And
imagine how the
reality
world is in
check.
2020 as well. It's a digital writer's bench now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It ain't no more that you see the tags on the spot. Now, literally, your lifestyle's a tag. And people are branding themselves as writers. That's even more dangerous and stupid, right?
Yeah.
Because if you notice anybody who's dope, if they're not like an artist, if they're still out there and you see them, when the fuck do you see their face?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real, though.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I know a lot of people that, you know what I mean? They put marvelous work into this city.
yeah.
And y'all already know. And
Yeah.
man, come on, dude.
So let's talk, before we got to head out,
Okay.
let's talk about the gallery, shadow box,
Yeah,
and the
please.
exhibits. The things that, because it's a digital exhibition.
Right, right.
Because, we can't go out and have a drink and enjoy ourselves and see shit.
Right.
But you can have a drink at home,
Yup.
be comfortable in
Yup.
your underwear, and check out some of the illest artwork you've
Big
seen.
facts.
Straight
yup.
up. So
Yeah.
And still have a
shout
life
out-
somehow.
Yo, shout out to that. So let's talk about some of the pieces that you guys are putting into there, the time that was put into doing those.
Yeah.
Well, what was dope is that one of the homies had hooked us up with, those freeway signs. And we were able to kind of flip that, do some shit
Nasty,
to that.
bro, nasty.
And, that's like a vein in Los Angeles, the 101 freeway, the 5 freeway, the 10 freeway, especially the 10 free was LGF Crew's backyard, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And so it was dope that we were able to collab on those, but we also were able to put out some canvases and skate decks and a couple other things, you know what I mean? We wanted to use a different types of shit compared to just doing wood panels and canvases, you know what I mean?
All kinds of media.
typical-
Right,
basically.
right,
Yeah,
the
definitely.
mediums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To switch it up. Yep.
I like that. Definitely tight, man.
And all the paintings aren't even up yet. So what Shadowbox Gallery and Utmos are doing is they're putting a couple each day, and then maybe in a couple weeks, I think he's putting together a private viewing, so art collectors and buyers could link up, serious inquiries.
As it should be, though. As it should be, man.
And yo,
As it
I
should
said
be,
it
bro.
earlier.
Hell yeah.
I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Diabolical genius.
Yup.
Yeah, definitely.
Real quiet back there,
Diabolical. You know what I mean?
smiling
Like, yo,
still.
Shout out to
by,
Utmos,
you
yeah.
walk by the
Yeah.
guy a million times, but he orchestrated the whole entire hit.
Yep.
Right.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? He's the guy. So
Yeah, and he's
And-
still
and-
having dinner with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
how
the-
you doing?
And the dope thing too is for the private viewing, because the freeway signs and a lot of these canvases are pretty fucking big. They're a good size, but looking at the picture, you can't really tell.
yeah.
It shows no justice.
Yeah, at
So
all.
Okay,
if
the
you can make
scale,
it out
the
to
scale.
that private viewing and see the canvases, you know what I mean? It's a lot better in person. and shit,
So
definitely.
how can they stay in touch and in tune to find out more info about that private showing?
Yeah.
Check out Shadowbox Gallery. So it's at shadow_gallery. Is that correct?
Underscore
Yeah.
box,
No,
underscore.
shadow box, no? Shadow box and then
Underscore gallery.
Shadowbox.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Shadow
Okay.
One more time for the slow kids in the back.
Shadowbox_gallery.
Bam.
And just
And shout
contact
yourselves
him.
out too, man. Don't forget to, please.
Yeah, so before we head out of here, I do got to take a piss now. I've had the Andre the Giant. I've had this one.
Nice.
There's fucking flies gathering around my
Frank
shit.
Duck,
Great
Duck,
beers,
Frank
great
Duck,
beers.
Duck, Frank Duck.
Instagram.
Phenik_. So it's at PHENIK_.
At Becs Art, BECSART.
That's what's up.
We
So,
appreciate y'all coming by,
appreciate
man.
you
Thank
for
you.
having
Thank
us.
And we
for
guys.
can't
having
wait
us.
to see this gallery
Oh, yeah,
happen.
bro.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Shadowbox Gallery, Utmos, Underground Hip Hop Blog. We appreciate everybody.
The
yo,
homie
and
Nimic.
everybody tuned in. You know what I mean? So,
Thanks, guys.
Y'all cool.
yo, so while I piss, you want to tell them about who we got next?
Now, who we got next, y'all?
I don't know, Freestyle Fellowship.
I
and,
mean,
you know,
Motherfucking legend.
I don't even know if you like rap
but
off top, but if you like rap, you probably like
Oh, yeah.
this
Stay
guy.
tuned, dude. This guy's dope.
Fuck yeah.
We got somebody that, well, it's a pleasure to have actually, because you kind of say it's like the Miles Davis of rap. We're gonna have the incomparable Myka9 in just a few moments. So we're gonna play some beats. I'm gonna get the hell out the frame. I know y'all want to see me smile, but we're gonna chill out for a second and get this going, and we'll be right back. Pawz One Podcast, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love.
Yo, shout out to DJ Mad Hands right now. It's your boy Phenik, the Eyes Fire, aka Solar Black 112 for Triple Darkness.
You are baggy jeans out, low fitted, mean style, a man's man, fucking handstands, can't be cool. Like Duran Duran, I like it rough, sleep in the car, just like Taliban, bandana cover my dome, for my rugged fans, low man, the kills for my crew, roll the dark, sipping the brew, chipping my tooth, crush you in your clan, keep your head low, oh nine, I rock to Afro, pussy boy, get your ass whipped, Robbie cash flow, just be down if you want about that I had though, knuckle up, pretty as fuck, I play the bad ball, knuckle up, pretty as fuck, I play the bad ball. Knuckle up, pretty as fuck. I play the bad ball. Break dancing out the closet, now we get you mad glow. I'm running wild, mess with my style. You cut it mad close. Killing with G's, now they're killing the scene, wearing pantyhose. Shit's deeper than the catacombs.
I'm gonna need everyone to join in with the chorus, yeah? Yo, it goes 1, 2, 3, go, let it go.
Can't be rough, tough and raw. 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 For all the men with all that estrogen, you need to sit, have your time later. This is hip hop, we represent. Now the skinny jeans in your man bag, that ain't the shit. All trendy, out to no bendy, don't offend me, kid. Nah, bruise your ego. I put it on cats, thought I was evil, but now I know they got a man up. Don't be a hero, I've been raised by the ghetto. No one father me, they never act short. With war, bravery, and hard times, catch a rap book. Petty crimes, getting my shine, my name in the book. They're playing Onyx on the radio, now that's a good look. Pushing the panties to the side, later rolling the kush. Blue borough every day, thorough lamping with crooks. I like that, don't get it twisted, I love to fight back. Blood in your mouth, I'm from the south with the light cat, yeah. Only the strong survive, is what they taught me and friends. You know, I'm built like that, so don't compete with them. Can't be rough, tough and raw. 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 Yo, I love the bros that stick and filthy. A real ghetto chick, she could be my main squeeze. A chick who want have it from guys except me. A guy wanna step, tear you up like Red Meat. Wu-Tang playing out loud, my eyes screams. Every girl a freak hitting with the right speech. They want a real man with skills between the sheets. Blowing up my phone all day cause I'm a G. They praise me for the D. Like old damn, feeling your style, your energy. With skin like Hennessy, girl, you take a seat. I fix a little something to eat, LS Creek. Deadbeat suckers can't fuck with TD. I crush your CD in my hands because it's weak. Pardon miss, gave me a kiss, they're on the cheek. She knows that I'm telling the truth, they're on key, they're soft and can't speak. Can't be rough, tough and raw. 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 Hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. No question. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. No question. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. No question. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. No question. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, that shit sounds dope. No question. No question. No question.
The paradigm done shifted. Keep in mind every single person around the globe is on. The paradigm done shifted. Keep in mind every single person around the globe is on. The paradigm done shifted. Keep in mind every single person around the globe is a witness. Reptilians, shapeshifters. Reptilians, shapeshifters. Reptilians, shapeshifters. Motherfuckers think I'm crazy, my listeners are the ones that's woke and open-minded to hear me out. So I leave any room for doubt. Viacom got your brain on mute. Drug barons got you stuck off lane. And you pair it with some weed topped off with amphetamines. Readily available like sweets from that corner store. The allure, I don't get it. Nah, imprisoning mind, body, and spirit by your own hand. Come on, man. Hidden rituals are now visual, prescribed by an order, and then gets recorded. Human acts of violence, assaults, murders at an all-time high. Gangs, baby, I'm serious. Gangs, baby, I'm serious. Shits, baby, I'm serious.
I got more likes on my Facebook.
Gangs, baby, I'm serious.
I seen that. Yo,
Actually, you know,
let's hang on to
you know
that.
That's funny. I was
Oh,
gonna, we
there's
gonna ask
raps
for something
playing.
about that.
Let's change this up. Let's change this up. I think you
The
gotta
AR, VR, crypto. What
did it-
other
did it
shit's
die?
going on in the world? Fourth industrials. We doing a voice test and we live. Pop me in.
How's your mic sound? Here's your headphones
can
right
cuss
here,
too
too.
now.
Oh,
In the
fuck.
future,
You,
we can cuss.
fucking A. You cuss as much as you... I highly
I'm
encourage
still
that
love
fucking shit.
everything.
You cuss. Yeah, learn some new cuss
As
words
soon as I
today.
start meditating, my phone go off. God is greatest. It's
it
all
dying?
love, infinitely expanding and contracting simultaneously everywhere. God is greatest.
All right, that's a beat right there. Okay. Oh, no, there's raps.
My spirit
Oh,
was
no,
hot.
there's raps.
I've definitely made shift ashtrays from these candle tops.
You
right?
seen that? Yeah, I was like, what kind
And
of
it
fucking ass?
spins.
Yeah.
So if it stops spinning, it's what was that movie? Pendulum? Nah.
I don't
Delirium?
remember. My beer. Rob, can you grab
The
my
one
beer
with
by
the
the
guy.
microwave?
Was that Deb? Who was that with the dream movie?
The,
The streets was turning upside down. They said,
the Inception.
yeah,
Is that the one?
rusty, yeah.
Rob, can
We're
you
gonna
grab me
have
the,
about
my
4
beers
more
by the
of those.
microwave? Yeah, my beers by the microwave.
How many things you did today? Y'all been blasting all day?
We did two. We
Doing
had
sets too? DJ sets?
we didn't have DJ sets. We're
You
gonna
ever
get
do
DJ
creative
sets. Thank you.
Where you finding the right
kick and truncating it?
Not
driving
really.
everyone
Nah,
crazy?
you know what? Today we just
You gonna
kind of
finish
did.
Friday?
I'm
Sure
trying to play.
beats as well. What
Lone.
other kind of people you have? Actors and politicians?
No politicians. Yeah, I refuse.
It just seems like you work your ass off, bro.
Yeah, the thing is
This is fly.
it's mostly politics. Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Rob. Can you get Lone's attention and have him pull up some other beats? He's in the zone. I don't know if he's working on a classic, but I'm gonna interject.
He's probably working on a
I gotta
classic.
call Vernon. I feel like I'm a cult of personality.
Let me see. Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm down to do that while Myka answers some questions too, cause I'm not gonna hit him with some weirdo shit. I mean, this is fucking Myka9. You know what I mean? I
If I
think.
get the honor of even scribing in your science, I'm not
Yo.
gonna look at the other pages. It'll make me nervous.
Yeah.
I heard that Be Real is like fucking ill on paper.
Is he really?
Yeah, and I heard, well, you know, Stro is
Yeah, Stroke. Yeah.
he's high art.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
you
he's
hear, like,
dope.
He's high art.
And he put out some dope music too.
We on?
We're on. Yeah, your mic is live. Check your mic. See how you sound. See how you like it.
Mike, you're always on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not broadcasting now.
1, 2.
Am I broadcasting?
You are. You are live to the general public.
Yep.
And is there music playing?
Not
Oh, I
yet.
gotta
I'm
put
trying to
that
get the
on.
music played.
I'm acting so green.
Yo, if somebody wants to pull up some beats over here,
Spirit is high. And everyone in the world is hearing this if they want to. They're going to
Yeah.
hear it later, too, because you're going to read.
it's archived. Yeah.
All I want to do is beatbox.
Yo,
I know you're not known
You're gonna
as an
listen to
MC,
my.
but can you MC?
That's right.
my
I wanna do
94
bars?
B-box.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to
but-
hear some
But the
B-box.
show.
Are you a rapper? I don't know all
No,
your
I-
different styles. You break dance with.
I-
You got? Oh, you fuck with it?
You know what?
No, we did the thing. This Myka9, this whole I got a beatbox.
He's gonna
This,
set it off with a
Damn,
beatbox
let's
while
see.
we get the beats set up.
It's about to really get lit in here, y'all.
Yeah, just play. You got it? Oh, there's rappers on this one.
Oh man, please
I don't share the
What
rhythm.
else? What else do you
Let's
have?
play on those.
let us know who that is.
I was at Antiques,
No
man.
rappers.
I wanted to smoke this.
You can smoke it right now.
fantastic
Please
joint.
do.
By all means.
Yes.
And
And I will
You were
light
our
one as
guest.
well,
You were our guest.
and we will be like the two burning towers.
Pardon, sir.
Oh,
I was telling
shit.
everybody else, but may I occasionally, shamelessly, product endorse not only
Of
my
course.
works and
Yeah,
arts
yeah,
and
please
shout
do.
outs and things of that nature. Not like a thirsty Apollo child, however. I just want to shout out all my loved ones. Do my intro. Yeah.
Diversification
Yes.
is
You felt
everything.
that, you felt that, right?
Yeah.
I'm Myka9. It's all love. Infinitely expanding and contracting simultaneously everywhere. God is greatest. IMC, coming from the streets, vocalese, produce program, music styles, right? Freestyle Fellowship Association, Haiku D'Etat Association, Project Blow, Good Life, Magic Card Genies, AM Radio, variety of different projects. My name is spelled at this point MYKA9, and that's also at the .com. You can at me at MYKA9 for any kind of platform science. I want to shout out all the different labels, all the different producers I've worked with, and I will highlight those in particular. It's been an honor to acknowledge that creative gift and tap in with Prime Creator, and it keeps me from hard timing, which, you know, facilitates a lot of abundance. And oh man, it's really true. I'm sending love to all y'all, and I'll picture love coming back.
I love
That's
how
right.
I love how you illustrated that as far as like you got to tap into the abundance because it is there.
Yeah, and I'm, you know, you just study, you go, but then think about having that ego and stuff. You know, there's more. That is spiritual growth.
That's right.
You dig? Not just maturity, because it's not just be boy, be man, be you. You dig?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
and for a while, I was like, oh, I got to dress like I did when I was
Yeah.
19. Yeah, to show me, but like, every day, I don't have a suit.
Damn.
And it's crazy to know that there's a lot of
Shout
people
out
out there.
Russ.
There's a lot of people out there that hear that, and you lose them because they don't really want to tune into something that's deeper.
Deep, like what?
As far as just understanding.
Ganja K, Mean Green.
Oh, rest in peace.
rest in
peace.
peace.
I got to do my stuff before I get checked, because after this, people going to be like, oh, man, you didn't Rep the hood, Jay.
No, you rep the hood.
You didn't rep the hump.
Look,
You didn't
I
shout.
can't.
I'm like, well,
I
gotta
cannot
hear you
recall
shout.
a single time where he has not
Micah,
rep
the
hood.
mic is yours,
Not
please.
even once.
By all
Yeah.
means.
All right, I'm from Los Angeles, man. I've been rapping since '81, man. Back when it was like picking boogers in a
Thank
real
you, bro.
type way. And
Shout out
Talk
to
your
Lone
we
shit.
didn't know if
Yeah.
it was going to be anything even before that when I was skipping class and listening to Blowfly and King Tim III and You Dig and
Talk
you
to
know,
him. Talk
Pimpin'
to
shit.
him.
But only when I got into the art of
Comedy shit.
vocalese and dug deeper, it's like, oh, Last Poets, Lost Prophets. Okay, I'll go
right.
deeper, you know,
Right.
Hendrix,
Drop some
Ross, and all of
gems.
them, the vocalese and just the whole art form, Mike's, Sonic's production. I'm still sad as a cake because you got to be on and on and on, but that's a humble way of saying you don't want to think you good. That keeps you going. Don't get complacent. So, in short, there was a whole lot more with this microphone I learned about just from rapping. I was born from two jazz parents, mom and dad, that wasn't together. And foster homes moved my mom at 9, put me out at 15, rest in peace, both of them. But they, you know, I got that love drop. The grandparents, everybody, my kids do music too. Shout out Shaki, shout out Aja, shout out Royal, shout out Rami, shout out Jay. Real talk. Shout out Pun, shout out AC Alone, shout out M2 Lights, he's a Peace, Davis, shout out Self Jupiter. Shout out DJ Kilu, man, and shout out Jay Sumi, shout out Jay Sarge, shout out AOK. We got a new project. It's a lot of things we're gonna do, and now I see why it's gonna be an hour because
Oh, yeah,
you might as well
yeah.
give it to him.
No, you know
Oh
what?
no, we're gonna give it all
Look,
right here
yeah,
for you today,
attention.
man. It's your platform today, man.
Yeah, give it to him.
Thank you
If
for
it's
that,
got to
bro.
go into overtime, it's got to go into overtime. I feel like it's overdue.
Bring me back, bring
Yeah.
me back, bring me
no,
back.
No, real shit. I think going back to what I was saying is like the depth. You know what I mean? Like some people
When I
take
say
rap.
Ganja K and me and Green, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I'm about to light this joint. Damn, that was a tangent.
Yo, Ganja K, like,
They laughing?
yeah.
Bob too.
Yo.
Woo!
Man,
So
rest
many
in
of our
peace.
loved ones. Dark.
Yeah.
I know Robbie knows.
Mike.
Robbie was just on. We
Robbie
did
be
the
like,
yeah, we did the Vegas.
no, Rob, he was one that used to tell me, Rob One, rest in peace. He used to tell me, stop being ashamed of your other shit, because he knew I was, because he could tell my mood. He was like, you're going to listen to this shit later and like it and respect what you did. I went to it, please forgive me, Rob. He was like, now I hear him. I know you did that. We keep a clean staff. He brought out Always, a single I did with Carmen Carter for Arista Records, like in the late 80s or some 90 or whatever. And he brought out the remix I did for the Wailers. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. A song called A Friend. And I have my patois, my lingua, shout out. Yeah, I know how to say your name, Cockney or Dial One. Cockney or Dial One is a large one, is a love one. And Vine Styler, all Eric Crow. Hold tight. But between him and Cool D, Dwayne, Earl the Poet, Don Jaguar, Earl's Grill, shout out Earl's Grill, Crenshaw.
Right.
You see how it all is all
Yeah,
connected.
yeah.
I'm Forrest Gump in this rap shit in a way. It's great.
Yeah. It's just a lineage. Yeah, yeah.
So forgive me.
Run it down to him though.
Because I want to say what I'm saying, but I also want to picture
I'm just
it.
enjoying hearing this fool talk. Come on, let's
yeah,
go.
dude.
It come back around on
Learn some new
around,
shit.
and I tend to, okay. Talk about that. Oh, the lingua, and when I did the remix for the Wailers, even though I was learning my Cockney, learning my stuff, you know, I only had a night to do the song. And I jumped at the opportunity. Shout out Greg Ski Royale, who did that. He did all the little New Jack Swing remixes. He used to do the tape, the 2-inch tape, and cut and paste at Larrabee Studio.
So you had to
Anyway,
write and record? You had to write and
I
record.
got the call that night. I'm living with Baldry. Shout out Steve Baldry. Shout out Mig. Shout out Lord Create, who used to produce for RBX, and that's how I ended up, you know, knowing those guys. And it's all connected, all connected. Shout out Demetrius. Shout out Sophia. Like shout out just crew on crew on crew on crew. So I had a night to write a remix
for the Wailers, of all people. Like, yo, are you ready? You're about to do some
All
shit.
this just to light a joint, right?
Yo.
So I woke up, I did the thing. You can hear the young voice if you find the tune. I think they posted it on YouTube. A song called A Friend, Myka, or what was it, Microphone Mike back then. That's right, I had the other handle. Yeah, Microphone Mike, I like to lovingly say, some trembles in the hearts of many MCs in Los Angeles and across the world. Because I used to go to New York starting like 85, 86 every summer and crash. And then come back and I used to play basketball, go to high school. I can say it now. You know, I'm not the dopest. I'm not the only dope motherfucker, but real talk.
But I did do
people
my
say
thing.
Mike-
Yo,
can't
you
fuck
just
with
said I'm not
Microphone
the
Mike.
only dopest, but
Microphone, they say Myka9 in this vast 1,000-song catalog and features cannot fuck with Microphone Mike.
Facts.
Yo,
Now I feel the
I
platform.
crushed my fair share of dreams.
Also, like to
you know.
say,
Hey.
this is an honor of all our loved ones. All our loved ones, any way, shape, old, young, any race, culture, whatever, across the spectrum, that lived and died so we could be doing this right now, and just people that we love. And, you know, I'm not going to ignore the obvious. There's definitely some Rona, and you ain't 6 feet, and you ain't masked up, but I think it's worth it, you know.
No, you know what?
Probabilities, no, the false sense of security, I'm not going to even go into that. It's an honor to be able to
Yes, no. I
Facts.
think that's underappreciated.
shout out Reverend Michael Beckwith.
I think people underappreciate that. Like
Shout
when you-
out Born Law.
Like when you wake up and you know, or you look out your
And I'ma
window
light this
and
joint,
the sun's
Pawz. I
out
want
there.
Pawz.
No, light it up, bro, please.
Go
So
ahead, talk to me.
to wake up and look out your window and see the sun, even if it's cloudy, whatever, to smell the
beautiful
coffee or
today.
the tea or whatever it is,
I don't
like
drink
All
coffee.
that, man.
it's super underappreciated. Every little move in motion, somebody saying something, they want to go to the bathroom first, whatever the case may be. Like all those little nuances, people forget to appreciate.
Yep.
Somebody told me click the super Latin. Shout out to Click.
No doubt.
He said, you know what?
I was just talking about beatboxing outside.
Yeah,
Right before you came
yo,
down.
he was like, man, this thing kind of ruined some business stuff. He said, but I did get to reconnect with my wife.
Hey.
He said, because I realized the other day I sat down to have coffee with my wife, and I stopped and thought, like, fuck, when was the last time we did this?
That's dope.
Yeah.
And so you got to make the most of it. You know what I mean?
Word is bond, and I've been doing that with my chick. And then shout out my girl Jay, but she do it in a casual way. I do it like I'm Myka9, professionalizing however you say a word, and you know soundboard. And she's like, this is pleasant.
Right.
And what
I
you're
like
saying,
this.
not just the overall impending, you know, this or that, you know, but I appreciate what you're saying because I'm hearing it from friends and people. The wave of appreciating it now at Cartelli, like just those moments, like for real, and you know they're more like sacred and more appreciated.
Yeah,
I remember
'cause-
last year, shout out Battlecat was like give people their roses while they still here. Shout out Mr. Fab.
Yo.
Yeah,
Barra.
for sure.
Definitely.
Appreciate the
My guy
people.
Gabo out in Japan, you know, he was always like, I'm gonna keep my bar open. Him and his wife Ado and their cats, you know, they have a nice bar and they excellent chefs. He's an excellent MC if you fuck with like different language raps. Japanese MC Gavolution Gabo is all.
Okay.
I need a synonym for beast. But he was saying the same thing. He was like, I'm gonna keep my doors, I'm gonna keep my shit going, man, because like it's, you know, it's part of who I am, like the way I fuck or shit or whatever. And so just honoring the craft as well, those that are here, those that'll be here. This is something good to pass on, you know, and it's so good to be here right
Yeah.
now. The moment is way honor. Like I said, when I first walked in, I was like, I normally, you know,
Yeah.
it's an honor, you know, this stuff.
No,
But I was like, no, it feels like a real honor,
And
bro.
it is, though.
I don't get a lot of these opportunities. I don't take a lot of them either.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
shout out
what's up, man.
Zimbabwe. I want to
Appreciate
shout out
you
my
for
bro
coming
Asa.
through.
Asa, I know you're going back to Philly, man. I did that joint with Nails and King Magnetic, and I'm going to see
Shout
you
out to
off,
King
man.
Mag.
And,
King Mag.
you know,
Cool
rest
guy.
in peace, you know, Brand Jubian, you dig. Heavy, everything, every is a connect on a connect.
And that's
Yeah,
the video
definitely.
shoot. Like,
This is I'm
so
here.
yeah, you're here. Yeah,
yeah.
Underground
Yeah,
Hip Hop
I'm-
Blog. Shout out to
I'm-
Underground
I'm-
Hip Hop
yeah.
Blog.
A needle, I
Mondo,
must
peace,
have did a
Mondo.
needle. This ain't no thirsty Apollo child. This that thing.
So,
Wow.
so that was actually the first time where I got to talk to Myka9, telling you guys and everybody at home. That was the first time I got to talk to him outside of a show setting. And it was just, you know, it was me, him, King Magnetic, and I had this enormous Jack Daniels bottle. Shit was taller than me, and I
Go
had
ahead,
it.
Micah. Shit, that's you.
I had
That's
it.
all
Yeah,
you,
that's
bro.
all you.
yeah,
bro.
I got mine right here too.
I had it in the
You were
trunk.
mag.
I had it in the trunk. Yeah. So I was like, yo, I've been saving this. I was actually.
Mag
I was.
bigger than him.
Yeah, he is.
yeah, Mag big as shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
shout out
And you know
to
what I
Mag.
did? He couldn't hide his shit, if I may. Love you, Mag.
Yeah.
The big young jolly cat on the rap shit.
Super
And he-
cool.
And he dope as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Dope.
And a
Immaculate.
preserver of the craft, because he can chop, he do all that stuff too. But
Yeah.
you know, he be doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Facts.
definitely.
But you can kind of tell, yeah, you want me over here doing this. You
Yeah.
don't want me in my other ways. You
No,
don't want me
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
not over flossing and little guy kids I was. I'm just saying, I saw through that, bro, and thank you for being polite around me.
Yo,
Yeah, facts,
no, real
man.
shit. And,
Facts,
yeah,
man.
that's another thing. It was like that's one of those rap moments that I was blessed with, and rest in peace, Brand Jubian, because
Damn.
we were there for a video shoot. We were in Venice, and first time I got to hang out.
So,
And we
you're
were-
right.
we were pretty sober. And I was like, man, I'm way
Pawz
too.
was getting loose.
Yeah,
Jumping
so-
on people's trucks and
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Let me go to the trunk because I have this
Yeah.
big bottle of Jack. I was saving for Sick Jack, and I was trying to go by the studio, but I was like, you know what? I can replace this. This is a moment that I want to share with these individuals. Yeah, so we poured some Jack Daniels.
skating, maybe bike, using those little, when the first little
Yeah,
scooters
when we went to
came
the
out.
alley. Yep.
Full
all that.
alley, and the chick and the people and the stuff. I saw the video, it was tight, and we were all camaraderie. It was the classic, I don't want to say Bower, but it was like just crew up.
Yeah, it
video
was a
repping
dope.
at
It was
the
a dope
beach.
experience
Dope.
for
I
sure.
remember my antics. I was like acting like I was like standing still while everybody was moving. I was doing shit.
I do
Hey,
remember
wait,
that in the
now,
alleyway. Yep.
Even though I'm rusty on that quality, all that science. Peace to all my loved ones. I want to see, can I even remember a piece of, it's like, in hip hop, you adapt to things.
Yes, yeah, that is.
Damn right you do.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
See,
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Myka9.
Of all the infinite rhymes, freestyled and
Y'all
otherwise.
put some fire under my ass that day.
Yeah. Nah, that was,
yeah.
that was
Dropping gems, dropping gems.
that was
Had
a
to
great
do something, I had to
experience.
show up.
That was a
Had to
great
give
experience.
you the magic.
There you go.
Cringy. Yeah, I did all those terms that we don't want to hear next year. I'm stupid. I know I'm being too open. It's all over.
Nah, that's what's
I
up.
can't get away with everything, but I know y'all, you're like, hey,
Nah,
homie,
nah.
we're going to have a microphone intervention here.
Nah, we
He
appreciate
said a
you.
microphone. You know what's funny? We actually had that
just
for
did-
somebody else like a week ago.
Not even the pool. I'm just saying, I just did one of these
Damn.
last night in the Zoom shit.
It worked.
Shout out Kilo and Apache, right? But this is how you really do it. And we always, putting our life on the line when we're on tour, doing shows, we're in the studio. And these young rappers getting these coins moving so fast, man. I just want to say rest in peace to all the young rappers in the pop era that's been passing on, and the goddesses too, standing up. Of course, got to shout out Medusa, Neb Love, Core System, Big, Cobra. I keep shouting out, I got to keep throwing them in. I got to shout out the elders too, Kamal Daoud, JMD, got to shout out Dwight Tribble, got to shout out World Stage, got to shout out even the jazz cats, Kamasi Washington, Terrence Martin, just one, but just all different people that I hear in my head and remind me how sad I am. Bro, I rap with the fellowship, I call this entity, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, they can serve you or you can serve them depending on who's warmed up or who's, 'cause
Exactly.
we are craftsmen.
Right.
Can we
If
talk
y'all
about
really
that?
battling, y'all go back and forth forever,
Can we
rings,
talk
whatever,
about the
or
warm-up
crowd, depending on the science, right?
Yeah.
Let's add on. So the term's called entity, right? I talk about entities because last night they asked me, how you feel rapping these dudes? I was like, I remember one time it was Austin, Texas, real quick. I'm on stage with Abstract Rude and AC Lone. And I'm like, not all like these guys who worked for years. It's like I had a different objective clarity. I don't think we hit in a while.
Yeah.
And I started analyzing optics and analytics of the business and, the smart moves, in our little brand of what we do. And I was like, not even all that. I was just on stage with these cats and they're flawless. AC, remember I something I think on the flight. And Ab just called the tune, and I was just there. I might have flubbed a couple lyrics because I don't like to do that, but they got the point. I was geeking being next to them niggas. I was geeking last time I did a gig with Jupiter when he said, "Oh, no beat," and I'm just go over here to the side and just give him acapella and just had everybody laugh. And take it from not hold to like laugh, like we're in your world, like because he does first, second, third person, like you might be listening to a script or a treatment, or the times when Peace. Like, my favorite Peace show was when, it's a million years ago, 98, at the Whiskey.
Damn.
And the lights was tripping, and he did 6 Trey. And that was when, I look back now, I think that was one of the first trap songs. That was pre-screw, pre-dubstep, pre the conglomeration and fusion of such.
Stripped
and
down,
he had
really stripped
6/8 time signature and 4/4, thanks to Earthquake Brothers. Shout out Ola, shout out Matt Maddox, and again, JMD, Daryl Moore. And all the musicians too, by the way, Chris Smith, the jazz cast that was hitting Najee Murray, O'Neal, Randall Willis. Shout out to different labels too, by the way. What is worth, Fourth and Broadway, Arista, different labels I work with. Ocean Floor, shout out Jerry, you did Haiku Data, and that's a whole nother different facets of a multifaceted jewel. That's my best way of. We was talking about something.
I wanted to ask you about
Shout out.
the warming up. Yeah, he's shouting out mad people.
No, but Peace killed it, right? At the
Yeah.
Whiskey. And so I'm saying, to be on stage with these different cats. Not to mention times, you know, rapping with Talib, right, you know, recipe, and Barnes, Talib, most, you know, all our crew, Lauryn Hill, like just, I had that good East Coast juice too when I was living out there. And especially Talib just embraced me, you know, shout out Omar. Big On, Biggie, recipes, that's what I was thinking about. Tupac, you know, rapping with him. He was my convention homie, like just bumping him, we freestyle cypher. He was all about, you know, the thing.
Nice.
I don't want to tangent too much, but I love my East Coast bros because that's solid in my thing. That was the main thing I was trying to bring up. Like, to me, it was like you had Ab over here, you had Talib. Over here, you had AC, you had Yasin Beck. All right, over here, you had Big Pun. Over here, you had Big Un. Over here, I had, you know, my guy Kwanzaa and John Singleton. Over here, I had Kedar. It was just so much love. And the down south, when I mix all that with my family, come from Alabama and mix with that, I just gotta, I'm trying to do my thing right now. And then I'm up there, and I just thought about my bro Common, shout him out, right? Not just acting stuff or Cube.
Nah, Common is dope.
No, you meet Cube at a Rolling Squad meet. You rap with Common, you know, when you get the radio station like this, Wake Up Show or something. Shout out Crumb, shout out, you know, Sway, like just wow. So, and he, the first multi-simulcast East Coast, West Coast, or battle? And then it's Wu-Tang
I like how the
members,
beat
some of the
ended right
Wu-Tang
when he said that.
Yeah, exactly. That was like great timing even on that.
Let me ask you this though. You said
It's
something
just
about
movement.
warming
I'm
up.
just movements and moments. So I'm saying to be around such talent and the jazz talent and the creative visual talent. Shout out Ava. Just, I mean,
I want you to break
Ben
something down.
Caldwell,
I want you to break something
how
down for
could
me
I
real fast.
not be at least somewhat humbly speaking note?
Well, you've been humbly speaking for a while, bro.
I feel like I'm about to wrestle somebody.
I want to ask you this. You said a term that I said earlier that people undervalue, which is you said the warm-up. And when it comes to freestyling, a lot of cats don't know the first bars that you kick in a cypher in a session, it's not going to be the greatest shit because you're starting with a cold engine or whatever. And it might be better than this guy or that guy or whatever, but you do got to warm up. So on any given night, you can be better than somebody, right? Or somebody can be better than you. That's just how it goes. And I think as a fan, a lot of people don't understand that.
I think you brought that full circle in Cypher as well, because we were on that subject.
Yeah.
And I feel that you want a couple thoughts on that, which is a variety of creative approaches, whether you rapping, battling, writing a song, or in your head, you know, I'm gonna Barney it out, but like whether you start writing a page from the bottom backwards, or whether you, it's. And sometimes when you think you're not hot, you hot because you have that humbleness of the extra effort when you're on tour, especially when you're already tired. People see you working through it and articulating the lyrics,
Yes.
doing the sacrifice. They know you want to drink all the drinks. Do all the drugs.
yeah.
If
Talk
you're
about
single,
that. Talk
fuck
about
out.
that. Yeah. No, it's true though, because
Or you want to get this shit over and rock the house and get your coin and get back on the phone and talk to your girl and then you go to sleep.
So what are the show
you don't want to stay up any
experiences
later
like?
than 3. I'm just honestly saying, so far as being on point, be like, you think you are because like you in a cipher. CR, Mr. CR called me last night. I'm with, you know, I'm with, you know, the homies. I'm with Arrogant right now. And I had my files. You had Arrogant, you had Animosity, you had Loud. These are errors. You know, you got Tom Founder, you got No Candle. You got different errors of our Good Life Project Blow and Amalgamation, right? Whoa!
Yeah.
Male, female crush, snatching souls, man. Like, just catch them. I'm a bus driver? Come on. Like, just like, dude. So.
Just crazy memories of catch and wreck, basically.
Right? And then you got the cats that really go and put they clitoris on the chopping block and hit the KLTD. They hit the grind time. They hit all the battle shit. Or they let you know I'm a dangerous. Shout out Vision, you know.
Yeah, he's a dope freestyler for sure.
Entertainer.
Yeah.
Not playing, always ready. Some cats are always ready. Sugar free, shout them out. If you stay ready.
Yeah.
If you stay dangerous, shout out LA Cool, no doubt.
Yeah.
Shout out to God of Reef.
Stay ready and got to get ready.
Those are some of the people that
shout out Alpha, man. Shout out Verbs, man.
Coming from the West Coast, like
there's so many.
those are the people for me.
Our crew, massive.
Yeah, for sure. The influence is vast. Like you're talking a generational span of people
I'm just lucky when I'm in a cipher, bro. Okay, well, he's not talking about me. I'm a little rusty. But when heads are hot, you get hot.
Yeah.
Play on, play off.
They set the bar, yeah.
And some dudes, I don't care if it's written or not. I ain't worried if you from Philly and you'll know the difference. I don't be, is it freestyle or not? And we know some dudes so dope, you can't
yo,
tell. It don't matter. 'Cause
that's
it's
underrated.
They move.
That's so
That's what I'm saying.
underrated.
Our
That's a
crew,
big
our
fact.
LA vibe, our Cali, you can't tell.
Yeah.
And I don't trip off that, but when it's potent, that's what I learned from Miles Davis. It's potent. Like, because you're projecting. He says there's no such thing as a wrong note as long as you're projecting, so add on to the flow.
Yep.
Sometimes heads is just more energy. I'm eating, and you gotta, if you on your shit as a real MC, let that man rep that craft for all of us and let him do his stuff.
Exactly.
Get there, man.
When they warm,
You don't want to be in the way. You don't want to be within that blast radius, man. Pawz is crushing it.
Yo,
I think he DJ produced. He's just about to give you something special.
Nah, I appreciate that because you know what? Like,
And
coming
I get
from,
the Billy the Kid pressure, like, you always got to be dog, always got to be dog. Yo, no, Mike was kind of sad that night. I remember going to see Freddie Hubbard, rest in peace, different Trump players. You know, sometimes they're on, sometimes they had a red-eye flight, the chop's not there, they give you the best. I've had maybe 3 sucky shows I'd highlight, but it's nothing like just doing a bomb show and everything's together and everything's just right. And or doing a bomb
everything
podcast.
is-
I just want to share that.
what's the last show that you felt that was like?
Last show
everything
I
real
was at wasn't
smooth.
even my show. I was just telling somebody. Last show I was at wasn't even my show. It was an LA Crew show. And we was out there somewhere and we just got word of the Rona. It was like, on the spot making a song. You know, some shit like, fuck the coronavirus, I took the virus in my iris and virus.
That's right. That's fucking right.
Fuck
That's
the
fucking
coronavirus. Even though we hugging everybody and everybody drinking and shit, it's like, dude, this is the first super spreader.
I infected
Hold
the
on,
first
hold on,
6
pause up,
rows
pause
of
up, pause
people
up.
right now.
I cannot, Cockney, I know you'll tell me, yeah, you think it's fancy and fun. This people dying, man, and I just touched my family in reality and other things too, so I'm not over here just because I'm on microphone trying to act all fancy.
So good. Can I ask you real quick?
But just as long as y'all recognize that.
Did you ever dabble in the graph shit?
Rest in peace, Don.
Did you ever dabble in the graph shit? I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but this is the homie Becs' book, and if you want to catch a
Shout out Will
ill,
Blaz. Shout out Will Blaz. Shout out Church.
ill tag on there. So going back to what I was saying, like with the freestyle experience, like he said, you know, the East Coast, some cats like freestyling is whatever you can pull off the top of your head. It could be written, it could be somewhat memorized, half improvised.
Does it make sense or not?
Is,
Right,
and
yeah.
is it dope? Are you in pocket? Are you killing it? Is the energy right? The delivery there? But coming from here, these guys set the fucking standard. Where I was like, yo, freestyle can't be anything that I memorized, anything, because it has to be completely spontaneous, completely in the moment. It's a chemistry thing. Like you're absorbing every element that's around you.
And bouncing off all types of energy, definitely.
Don't be talking about my writings over here, man.
The hieroglyphs.
Don't be talking about my writings over here, man. I might have took y'all back to 85 with that little cha-cha right there.
That's
you
dope.
dig? But that's my last little get down right there.
There it
I know,
is.
I suck.
Nah,
That's supposed to be
that-
M and a 9. Let me complete that little bar.
I
right
see that MK right there. Bam.
Yeah. See,
yo,
I saw
don't
that.
sleep,
Yeah,
don't
see at the
sleep.
bottom, he
No, I
gave
think
it,
it
he
should
gave it the
confess
tag,
how much
see?
energy I put into my rap.
Yo, no, bro. I feel like
Where's my mind?
I feel like the effortless.
I got to shout out Abstract Root in particular because I thought about him when I got my shot in. He probably in a hot tub right now writing a piece. And
Said in
shout
a
out
hot
D.
tub, writing
Man,
hot
you gotta
bars.
understand,
Yo,
dude.
that-
Yeah.
It
I'm
wouldn't
in the
be
hot
me
tub
on this.
writing hot bars.
Look. I know I've been a little more prolific lately.
Yeah.
Hold on, I know you have your agenda. I'm
No,
gonna
wait. So what's the? You got a single, right?
Can I get this off?
Let me set up the.
I got to
Bluetooth.
shout out
wanna
the
play
people
the
that
single.
helped me get to where I'm at,
No,
bro.
Let them know.
Nobody stepped us on there doper than me anyway. My girl, I had to pay the bills, so by default, I said, I ain't gonna hustle, I ain't gonna grind. I'm gonna do my rap with more features. Like, didn't know, okay. Then I thought it was gonna take away from my quintessential project I've always went to work with. No, you show me skill. I shout out every feature and producer I've ever worked with. I
Yeah.
always treat them like it's my song. I'm honest with the mood. I try to make it as cohesive as possible. Ask the producer, oh, what's that beat, or how you getting down? Oh, how you see me coming? What was you thinking about? You know, and I use even some of that descriptive terminology. And I slide
Right,
it in the
right.
verse. No, I'm with all that type shit. That's your
Yeah.
vibe. I'm not the first one that, you know, connected the verses and the patterns and shit. You know, a lot of pop artists, Eminem, Ludacris. I don't want to say pop artists. Niggas are flying guillotine my face. But when you go back to like Stetsasonic or De La Soul, where they kept the same pattern, even though it's different MCs, right?
Yeah.
But when you dig into your ultra magnetic, and when you realize Set G took the first 8, 9, the cool keeps, but do different words, but the same vowels and the same cadence, boy.
That's right.
I was not the only one.
The Ultra Mag,
Because you want to be
shout out.
different. So I'm never going to say ain't nothing new under the sun, and you wasn't the only one.
Let's shout out to Big D from
Kumo
Ultra
D.
Mag. Let's
No, bro, I got to get this in real quick. I got a million of them.
Do it.
El Ray. I'm with Tyler and most them, me and Chappelle and them stepping up. Daddy Kane just killed the murders, like just bars, just letting know the cat still got it right. This million is, you're back. It's one on the right, one on the left backstage. You're right. So I'm up there. It's KRS-One. It's Too Short. It's Kumo D. It's
What a lineup.
a couple of them dudes. It's me and one of them other dudes, Pawz.
It's a Hall of Fame already, bro.
I'm walking out the room.
That's the Hall of Fame.
I walk in the
yeah.
room. I'm like, this grown folks talking. Here go Chris.
I'll be on my P's and Q's.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
light's here. He always calls me the light. The light's here. Shout out KRS-One. And he goes, no, you sit in hold counsel and fellowship with these men, and we're going to talk about the state of affairs. That was many years ago. Maybe about, 15 years ago, 10 years ago? I don't remember why I brought it up, but the point was to be honored as such and self is beyond me. And I saw that in them. No, it's not you, Mike. You, not even, politically speaking, but you also represent something.
And you do.
And that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be this without the best of me. You dig? And,
Which is them.
grinding. I want to shout out Ab again because Ab, Bus Driver. I want to shout out Two Makes.
Before we do that, let's play
Thank
this.
y'all.
It's supposed to be a premiere.
Thank you,
We're gonna
Medusa,
premiere
for
it.
taking me out the Key Club when I was chunking them with the fools.
Let's play this. Satisfy
Thank
My
you,
Soul.
Goddess, for touring and showing me so much class. Shout out Tammy, too.
All right, so we're gonna play this
I'll
premiere.
tell
I'm gonna
me
turn the
people
mics
to
off
shout
so
out.
nobody.
I feel like
ruins
I'm on
this.
K-Day
It's a
in
premiere.
83.
Yo,
What do we-
I'm
what-
glad I brought you back to that shit. That's a compliment.
I used to kill Daryl with the curl.
So I'm gonna play
I used
this.
to always get in because I knew how to call in and get in.
I'm gonna play this shit. I'm gonna turn the mics off. It's Satisfy My Soul world premiere. World
Rest in peace,
premiere.
Mike
World
Millimore.
premiere.
Curtis Harmon, DJ Paradise, Ultra Wave, G-Bone, Tony T, E-Rule. So many waves.
Did it link up
So
with
many.
this?
Lots, eh? Got a new album coming out called Rewind in my selector, see? Because he's going to be on my head. All right, Mike. You're not shamelessly branding, but no. I got to give this. I got to do this. I'm sending
the
love
word
to that brother
shameless
right now.
is not synonymous with the Pawz One podcast. It's entirely shameless. Let's go. Tell them what it is. Who produced
I
this?
say that like in a way of product endorsement.
Oh, for sure. Who
Parts of-
produced this one here? Satisfy My Soul. Who's this?
Love and rest in peace to Profound.
Word.
AOK.
Rest in peace.
Profound died right after we did this, and we took time to process. Shout out AOK, complete, solid. That's he with this hip hop, no doubt.
Let's
And
get into this.
as
Satisfy
I'm
My
here
Soul.
right now, please, if I may, I'm sending him love. The project is called 9 Clouds. We have 9 sides to it, intro, outro, including 8 songs. Shout out Grouch, shout out Eli, shout out Blueprint, shout out Blue from Blue in Exile, shout out AC, shout out Abstract, shout out Joaquin Daniel. All showed up in videos and such. Shout out Lily Fangs.
Here
Mahalo.
it is.
Mahalo.
Here it is.
On my Uncle Aina, real talk.
Satisfy My Soul.
Stay strong. Shout out
Rest
Jamal,
in peace,
Jam Watch.
Profound. We're gonna do this.
Eugene.
Cut the mics out. This is the first
Teddy.
time you've heard this.
Now
Again.
worldwide, UK. Shout
here
out
it is.
Zuby.
Some days things ain't never gonna change, but I'm breaking these mental chains. Some days so dry ain't never gonna rain, but the rain's putting out these flames. Had dough last show, mad tickets got sold, but the game gives you highs and lows. I sacrificed my whole life to satisfy my soul.
To satisfy the gratified that a rapper God can fraternize with a pattern I remember by my alibis. They fantasize and canonize the shadow I have scattered out for them to analyze the soul of the anatomy, the black lives dead in battles died, so I could grab a mic and categorize my flow, antagonize my show, then blabberize my roast and panic membranes. That means to drag in my ear, and that arouse my blood pressure more than Zatarins and catfish fried. The bag I'm fly, so when I'm inside a cipher, don't glamorize your grammar lies like you was eating when you stammered like you pranticize. All jokes aside, I dig deep in the auras and chakras, Akashic records and doctors to lock in with my Baktoon cycles, then vandalize the tombs of scandalized in the womb beyond what's been bad for the branding. Can you just satisfy you? To channelize the panel I have grown accustomed to.
Some days things ain't never gonna change, but I'm breaking these mental chains. Some days so dry ain't never gonna rain, but the rain's putting out these flames. Had the old last show, mad tickets got sold, but the game gives you highs and lows. I sacrificed my whole life to satisfy my soul. That is all I know. I never stacked up a gold mine. It never happened overnight, but I got something to show. I got some homies that's bros, crew that I grow with. Project Blow, make noise for the last poets. Watch prophets, thank God for the God's goddesses and God's promises. And the crowd paying their homages. Your only live is your last show. Collaboration, collection, collage, and casserole. Our music can fill up a black hole in the depth it provides for satisfying the soul. Every rap line is gold with the red, black, green flag flying high on the pole. Yeah, till our lifeline is old, we'll be writing, spitting rhymes and living by the code. Our movement is part of the black hole. When lyrics are time bending, you're dealing with ninja scrolls. Continuous cipher, infinite zeros. I'll eat after tribe, makes my soul satisfied. I'll make the sacrifice, makes my soul satisfied. Alliances get broken and treaties not ratified. One orders, one had to die. Tough guys don't bat an eye. And when you travel to the pearly gates, because they got you in an early wake, and now your life is over, I hope your life was good. Don't ever put a price on your soul. Some days things ain't never gonna change, but I'm breaking these mental chains. Some days so dry ain't never gonna rain, but the rain's putting out these flames. Had the old last show, mad tickets got sold, but the game gives you highs and lows. I sacrificed my whole life to satisfy my soul.
Never satisfied, I strategize these patterns right. Caught arisen from these vivid lies, then cauterized. Awkward eyes, enamel ties from day ones on day one. Been patient with my pain gun. I tattooed it with my grandson. Golden folded leaf keeps me holding chiefs. Selling dope on hopeless streets. I turn ghosts and leave them holding sheets. I hope no one eats, at least till we all do. Drink the passion like soju. Bless the open till my goals new. I jump on the fence and let my soul present its persistence in the presence of 1,000 islands. With the dressing to keep them guessing till I'm resting in pine boxes. I work oxen till my Reeboks needs detoxing. I keep sleep boxing. Put my cold hand, I bow down to no man.
Oh man, it's always love to review the material.
There it is.
No, we worked on this record, so I got, you know, you do a song, you be like, oh, I need an ear break. When you hear it in this aesthetic, it's definitely, you know, rewarding.
You know, it's always good to hear the finished
It
product
feels
because
good.
people
Yeah,
aren't
right.
people aren't a part of the process. So
Check this out, man. I want
they
to
don't know what it's like to.
Hey,
write
but
it,
thanks
hear
for
it,
blessing
mix
us
it.
with letting us
No,
hear this,
thank you.
though.
opportunity. Likewise, I just got to get profound in science, man. He gone. You know, he in the essence. I didn't have the honor of hanging out with him and his family. I was going to go UK. Talked to him on the phone, you know. I work with a lot of people. We knew we was on something special. And AOK is very passionate.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
passionate. We can agree, disagree, whatever, but we know we want the best for that that's bigger than us. Because it's like a prayer to prime creator when you're being as creative as possible. You're tapping into that abundance, you dig? So,
That's right.
you know, we might not always hear shit the same, whatever, but the vibe in general is super spiritual, high art. And
Vibe is everything.
when you hear the shit we did on a good system like I just did,
Yup.
I might need to get some new monitors.
Hey,
This
hey.
is going, yo.
Yeah, when you hear it
It's
bump, you hear
going.
it bump. Hey, we could play that
You know
again while we
shit stand
talking.
up. don't that shit stand up?
Hey, you want?
I mean, you know,
we
I'm not
keep
taking
playing
nothing away
that.
from the Sonics of the Underground, you know, MP3, whatever the fuck. But that's that, I don't know what kind of studio he ran that shit through. I wasn't on the island. Shout out to everybody on the island, Kauai, man, pure love, man. I'm talking about, you know, the big guy. I'm talking about Maui, man. I'm talking about, you know, J-Bones, you know, Kavons. I'm talking about, you know, Ja, you dig? I'm talking about, you know, Free Will. I'm talking about all the different islands, man, just on that level where that creative cypher was going, you know, per the executive producer A-OK, right? But then, I think everybody else knew something. When I posted that shit, what kind of supergroup, somebody goes, you and G&E. I'm like, I got a song called Timetable on this new album.
Right?
With G.
And the concept of the song called Timetable, senior moment. That's an old album you did. Shout out Daddy Kev. Ill out. Shout out Daddy Kev. The song is called Time Will Tell, right?
Right.
And basically the concept was, what if time will tell? Time's a snitch.
Ah, damn.
And your boy Eli.
LA Street Code.
Oh my
LA
God.
Street Code.
Bruh,
Yo.
your boy Eli.
Yo.
He the fire end of that holder piece that you talking to, that dude, he know what he about.
Right.
And then Grouch come on the other end after the display and summarizes, and I'm in there eating. I showed up, and I ain't gonna say what favorite. I would just say, you know, let me know what your favorite is. New LP, granted.
So yeah, this is Satisfy My Soul, like touching on all the things you've done.
Oh, I got a rewind on the pod?
Man,
Yeah,
we
no,
gonna
just-
have you
we-
playing
yo,
while
we
we
gotta
talk,
program
man.
it, bro. We gotta program it into their brains. Everybody else does it.
You getting
Yo,
that?
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, this is the UGHHB?
This is the headquarters, yes. Underground Hip Hop Blog.
Underground
Undisclosed
Hip Hop
location
Blog.
in a bunker
I
somewhere.
made it.
In a bunker
I
somewhere.
made it.
Yes.
It ain't about who you are, it's about what you're doing. And if you, yeah, man.
And this
it's
is
natural.
the Pawz One podcast. So we're
Yup.
having a good time. Myka9 just basically hog-tied my show, kidnapped it, rapped it.
Bless
sacked it.
everybody.
Yes.
Bless
Mad
everybody.
gems.
So
Yo,
I
we
hope
got a
you
new
caught
joint
that.
Too, so shit.
Can we
Keep
do
it
a-
going,
can we
bro.
do a-
Please,
can we do a
please.
fast question
No, of
thing?
course.
Of
The
course.
question I had.
I wanna do a bunch of talking, like,
outside.
just
No,
fast.
real shit. Outside.
It's just I gotta shut my
I got
loved
one
ones out.
question, and then we could wrap it up. The one question.
Rest in peace, Pump. Rest
I
in
heard.
peace,
I heard
Dad.
this story. I was in the county jail on the 2000 floor, and somebody was like, "Yo, you know, so and so was here, such and such was
Meth.
here, so and so was here."
Redman.
Supposedly, and you could clarify this, please.
Right here with you.
Old dirty bastard, Flesh and Bone,
Well, hold on.
and
Yeah,
Myka9 were on the
absolute truth.
Yes.
Bro, number
Oh
one.
man, that's
Can
what
you
the
imagine,
fuck-
bro?
That's rest in peace, my bread and butter anger.
Yo, that's Wu-Tang.
I have moments with
Bone Thugs and
other
Harmony,
niggas in
Freestyle
crews
Fellowship.
where we get open. Shout out to Immortal Technique. At the time we was in that box rapping with Keith Murray. Oh, we get so open. I'm gonna shut up about some rhymes, all the motherfuckers. But real
That's
talk.
right.
Thank you. That's
No,
all I
no, bring
yo,
me back, bring me
thank
back,
you.
bring
No,
me back,
real
bring-
shit though.
bring me
because
back, bring me back for
because
that
I
moment.
had
Give
heard
me
the
that moment,
story.
'cause it's a
I-
touch.
no, I was in
Word.
I was in
Here
the
we
county
go.
jail.
Here we go. I'm in the thing, right? I'm in Able Road 2800.
For sure.
And
Let them know.
That's
I'm
right.
in like 11, and somebody like in 5, somebody 4. And then I'm with this dude, you know, like, I'm in that transfer cell. You praying for a change. Nigga, at this point, I'm like, I'm lost
me
in
the
the
fuck
system.
outta here,
Rest
yeah.
in peace, that dude that did that documentary where you get lost in the system. I'm supposed to do a couple days. I'm in there 9 months, right? Whoa. Gave me the business. And, yeah, you know, I don't know who's from L.A. At the heyday of the whole cha-cha at that time.
Right.
Everybody get to go. I can't go. I'm shooting kites. They get to go. I can't go. So sometimes with this nigga, you know, you cool. Y'all making towels and playing spades. This essay sometimes might be a bit of a, you know, cool because everybody cool, but the different ratios.
Yeah.
Woods, whatever, like, you know, cold currents, they program it. And I just realized I could blame everybody and shit, except for one time I didn't give back this dude from Norwalk the pencil I
Yeah,
borrowed.
shout out to-
I
yeah,
gave him
you
back the
already
pencil,
know.
but I didn't sharpen it before I gave it. And we, mind you, we've been
Motherfucker.
praying, we've been
Don't
praying
you ever
together.
disrespect and not
We've been
sharpen my pencil.
praying, but
Don't
it's
you
all
know
these
where I'm
other
from?
dudes in the other cells. But then here come this big nigga, Slim from Dina, right? Big black nigga, right? Just outrageous. And so he acting stupid. He's trying to get in the pill mod, right? So he's trying to play the role, right? This motherfucker is shooting current. And then I'm learning my Spencer Essence, like, we don't even want to fly that. Like, this dude threatening he think it's old dirty bastard over here.
Oh,
This nigga is
so it's
threatening
not.
old. That's how I find out it was old dirty bastard, but I didn't jive. This one jive.
Oh,
the
shit,
Gates rack,
okay, yeah.
shout time, right? Shout. I'm banging left, and they go sell by sell. I look, and I go like this to this nigga that looked like somebody from my reality, like somebody from my neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not knowing I'm recognizing him from rap.
That's wild.
But
Rest
what
in
was
peace,
cold on
ODB.
cold, when I did a couple more steps, sale on sale, no, that's not.
It's flesh and bone. It is. Yeah. True story.
No
How
way.
do you have
No
Bone
way.
Thugs and Harmony?
Nigga, you
Wu-Tang
don't get the
Freestyle
wood
Fellowship?
paper. You get the black paper.
Wow.
It's in the paper. That's him.
Yeah.
When the Gates rack well in the shower, then we go back. Then I'm rapping. Because they already called me rapper. Like, no, it's Myka9. Oh, we don't want that New York rap. You have to come with that Daz Dillinger, that Tupac. Wait, I know how to beat. No, we want the spoon and the fucking
On the wall.
pin, and you got to and it took a minute. It's a high art. And then I start banging. The next thing you know, they just trucking me a little bit, trucking me. I was gangsting up. I was still in my underground, not really programmed. But after about a couple months, I'm, ooh.
Yes. He found the groove. Like, okay. All right.
I'm finding different bars and shit because I'm in the same cell. It's a transfer cell. You go there to go tear it down,
Yeah.
go get your chain.
Yeah.
Lost. And it was just a wild ride, bro. I had my tent set up. I put art up in there. I was hitting.
Yo, I'm
Fifi,
I'm
talk
glad
about
you
Fifi.
clarified that, bro. Like,
I was doing menage of Fifi's.
left, right.
No, nigga, you think you're gonna get out anytime. Then finally, my homie Mick, who I shout out early, one of my hippie elevated at City Masters, was in jail. Wow.
Word.
Oh, he item in me. Finally, I get my shit all the way through the line to see y'all. They let me get out. They do the da-da-da-da-da. Bro, you'll be out tomorrow. Our bad.
Whoops.
Wow.
And then I'm out, and then they holding us in that long thing. I don't know if y'all been processed.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
talking about, oh, the
You get
cigarettes,
processed out.
the lean-ons. You want to smoke. You want to, I was like, just act like you got one, though. Make some games and shit. We playing this and that, doing shit. All these fucking hard fools. Because in that cell, you know, you catching people that's doing cases.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you really, they not supposed to blink killers with you. I was
But
with
they
a,
do.
I was with a young dude who woke up with a gray streak when he got 60 years.
Yeah.
I don't
I've
have
seen
to-
that. I've seen that.
I'm not that creative. I don't need to sensationalize. I've seen that.
That's
true, though.
wild.
It's factual.
I don't know what
That's-
he did, but they was like, you tiny, you turn 18, getting in. That's it. There was like a whole row upstairs, just all lines, like anything you need. If that, my God, say anything.
Shit.
I'm like, man, I'm praying with this guy. He's cool. You know, hip hop and shit, but he's like a gangster type dude. But you know, somehow they did his friend. He thought, you know, whatever.
That's the
the
path they
stuff
walk,
do.
though. That's the path they walk, yeah.
Man,
Damn.
I'm gonna drink this wine.
Yo, on that note, we appreciate you
all
coming
love.
through.
I gotta
Myka9.
go.
Yeah, no,
I did want to
Micah.
do the rapid fire questions. Can we do one word answers?
That was, you know what? That was really the only question that I really wanted to clarify.
Well,
'Cause
challenge me. Just quick questions.
challenge you.
Word check,
How do you
Freudian,
challenge
whatever
somebody
they do
who's
it.
challenging himself, challenging you, challenging him? How do you do that? With the challenging question, better yet.
Challenging question. Okay,
Did that
challenging
new
question.
album, Nine Clouds. Shout out Freematic. Shout out Factor. Shout out Fake Force. Shout out all the different crews I've worked with. Shout out Slippers. Shout out Jay Riverman. Shout out D-Ski, no doubt. There's so many cats I've been honored and blessed to work with, and it's been positive and creative, and I'm
think
having
that-
separation anxiety.
I
Shout
think
out
that's all
Greg,
love that you shout out. Like,
Imani and Trey.
I think
and Roman.
80% of your interview has been shout outs. And it's
Damn.
rare.
Jay Swift.
I'm not, no
I gotta
disrespect.
shout out
I'm
Rakim.
just saying, though.
My
that's-
manager was Kedar. Rakim
like, if
was
you
our same
handed him the
manager.
marker, bro,
Yeah.
he's going to hit up the
Bruh.
whole entire squad before he catches a
All right.
spot for himself.
I think you guys
And
might
that's-
get off on
yo,
this.
No.
Yeah.
It's a million
That's
stories
dope.
I got. I'm talking about, I mentioned earlier, I was in a box, bruh. Karis One, big show, me and AC. We just got off tour, but we did a special show. AC DJ'd and killed it, by the way. Shout out AC Lone again. Killed it. And we opened up for Slick Rick and Karis One and Keith Murray and Remy, all them crazy people, right? And they were all nice to us and shit. Chris gave me the book and stuff, and, you know, like, heads, you know, cool. I like how different people move, they, you know, their operation.
Yeah.
But they had a little box, bruh. I'm talking about a tiny room, like a closet, but it was just a room, like a small ass box.
It was a green
like,
room?
Like, not even a green room, bro. It was like 4 by 8.
Fuck.
And it only had a bureau and it had one little couch, but it was standing room.
Right.
You know, where you go and sleep real quick before you hit the stage or whatever, cat nap, boogie nap. I'm in there, Immortal Technique in there, and Keith Murray in there.
Oh, dope.
And we not doing no bagging rapping. We're not doing no, you know, slipping and battles. We all battling, but it's like no, I don't care what people do in their bed, but no, we're not genderizing. We come in from the dome, but you really put in that process, like no can do. Shout out no can do. They know how, people know how to freestyle. I do when I'm in that zone, when you were talking about warming up, when you were in that zone, with punchlines, everything, lines, like you're just potent. You're in the zone. Call it zone. They in the zone. I'm a little, you know, but I'm not as drunk as Keith. Sorry. And Immortal, you know, he, you know, waved for the people, everything, right? They didn't give a fuck about that because they know about me. And they like, no, we at you, but they at each other, and it's just it's ricochet and rhymes, just bang, bang. We rhyming off the beats or whatever the DJ's playing outside, right? But it's reverberating in this box, so it's like a fucking, we're in a speaker, and low-key, like, first just rhyming together, keeping the spirit, but then really, like, part of the spirit is like, okay, now that we cool, it's not personal, well, I'm at you, and like, oh, my God. And Keith go, oh, and he more like, oh, I don't care who you are.
Damn.
I'm saying moments, man, and y'all MC, DJ, produce, program, or you know, appreciators of the craft. You dig? Man,
But those are the
there's
moments,
some dope
though.
cats out there, bro. Shout out Gal Rock and the new thing I did with Sin. You did, like, just, you know, check out all the stuff that we do in the free association thereof. I'm only just a little grain of sand on a beach, but no, it ain't that many either. To be honest, there is a par excellence. And I remember one time I was kicking it with LA Cool, right? And y'all know, you know, full entity, full pillar in the community, Don, right? But he played me something I don't even think he ever released. I hope you release it. I hope you're hearing me. LA Cool.
That's right.
It was like on like a jazzy beat. You know, the sonics, you know, was pretty cool. But he was just freestyling, but just, you know, when you freestyle, you all have friends, people in the zone.
Yeah.
I didn't know the dude had that musical type shit. And them different, I knew before, one time I did a thing on stage, because he'll get on stage and serve everybody. Just,
Right.
Fuck
Facts.
it. And then you think you chop, and you think you know his stop, he'll hit a gear, and it, whoa! That inspired me when I did Delusions of Grandeur. So just give him this, bro, his roses real quick. Man, he was just jazz and jazz. So I'm saying there's more to it. Some of us are sculptors, some of us are family men, some of us are painters, some of us are entrepreneurs. You know, Patron and fans only, I gotta shout out Big Al. I gotta shout out Big Al. I want to shout out Cholo Mancinco. I mean, I'm so blessed right now because I can't do the shout. If you ask me right now, all right, Mike, we get 30 more seconds because you talk too much.
29 more
shout
seconds.
outs. Like
27.
Worthy shout outs.
25.
24.
If you've been shouted out, if you've been shouted out,
Yeah.
yo, just know
Let me
that
just
Myka9
hit
appreciates
y'all
the
with
fuck
just
out of
know
you.
you've
Nate
been shouted
Dogg,
out.
Nate Dogg,
Facts.
rest in peace. I'm just talking about people I know.
Nathaniel Hale, right?
Yep.
Word. Oh, man. Big L, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Big Pun, rest in peace. He showed you how to eat and be pop.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
I brought
OGs.
Fat
that's a
Joe.
gem.
Shout out Avery doing that. I was one that brought Fat Joe to the good life. And all he did really was just cuss. And, you know, they had it was Fat eating away.
Oh, man.
But he was exposed to at that particular time. And, you know, like I said,
Jams, dude.
well, we're talking about philanthropists. I'm over here writing rhymes and Talib right there. Lauryn Hill sitting on a pillow over here. Makiba braiding somebody here, probably braiding Prodigal, Son of Man hair. And over here is Forte or somebody.
Oh, dope.
Bruh,
That's classic.
it's not me. And I'm not a biter. It's just that cohesion of DNA and love and it sustains you. It's your life breath when you broke, or it's your life breath if you got coin but you don't want to trick it off. It's
Word.
learning and
Yeah.
and I suck. I actually suck but real talk, not no false humility, not no, how would I call it, Hegelian dialect, no bullshit, no hidden agenda, nigga. It's like, I just really am just sending love to the vibe, picture love coming back, and
That's dope.
this is an important place because I feel happy to be here. You know, I like Dalai Lama be going around and
Yeah.
pinpointing plots
Well, shit,
on
I'm
the,
happy
on
to
the ley
have
lines
you.
and shit.
Yeah.
Shit, This is one of my
We
ley
were
lines.
blessed
There it is.
by your presence.
All right, so look, I
Wait a
gotta,
minute, let me rap.
I gotta ask you one favor.
Huh?
Can I give a shout out real quick? Because you did a lot of them. Can I give a shout out to Myka9, Joaquin
I
Daniels?
want to shout out Ojinki.
Most definitely, Myka9.
Yo,
Joaquin
shout out to
Daniels.
Myka9.
Myka9 for
Shout
coming
out to
through.
Myka9.
Bro, they spell my name so many different ways, but at MYKA9. Hey, can we get an Om together, you guys? Like just spiritual?
Ready when you are.
Yep.
All right, let's all do an Om together.
All right.
All right, sounds good.
And you too, whoever's listening.
Damn right.
All right, here we go.
We just got real mystic. Beautiful.
Too much wavering, flat. But it's not about the tonality, it's about the love, man. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Y'all felt that harmony, right? That was like bigger. I don't know what religion or not religion. I'm not tripping, man. This has got to be some love. My mic wasn't even on.
The key?
Hey, y'all just turned my mic on.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to play a beat and rap. I talked enough. Gone. We got to go. We got to work.
I got a pistol.
We're past time, man. And I'm scared to rap because it's documented if you're dope or whack.
My bad, yo.
You can't say you're freestyling and kick a written, but if the written's potent, we don't care anymore in this era. You can't just vocally masturbate. Get a little rusty. We're craftsmen, bro. You can hear the slur in your mouth.
Micah, it's been a motherfucking pleasure.
But once we really want, we really get it. What we met together with can never cover the regret of
Hey,
loser never left. It
you
may
want-
be
you
hard
go right
to
ahead and
forget,
rap
but
as
we
much
may
as you
not
want,
have
matter of
had it.
fact.
Carry on without the threat. It could be life or it could be death. I gotta be righteous. I gotta be me. I am radiant, true embodiment, pure love, infinite, born into form from a universal elements created in biochemical intelligence, intimate, elegant. What's some of my legs? Delusions to grandeur, the foods and romance, and solutions and answer to prove it to dance to. What kind of songs you got out there? Once you feel the funky vibe, I must cross this borderline, kid. Raps, all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Hey, y'all, keep me in mind. There's a lot of good hip hop out there. It's all love.
Always.
Thank you. Peace.
We appreciate you.
God's grace. Somebody gonna